Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to tradertv.live. For the first time in 3 sessions, we're seeing North American stock futures back in negative territory this morning. A little bit of a pullback here as investors take a little money off the table, a little bit of profit taking this morning with the S&P back in positive territory on the year for the first time since February as of yesterday. All markets, all 3 major U.S. indexes to the downside ever so slightly this morning. We're seeing all of those individual stocks that are set to benefit the most from economies reopening, gapping to the downside this morning, leading this pullback as well. All of the airlines are lower. We're seeing cruise lines to the downside, even some of the hotel names back to the downside as well. Past 3 sessions, we've had these companies that have declared bankruptcy: Hertz, Whiting Petroleum, Chesapeake Energy, just going absolutely crazy, exploding to the upside in a bit of a short squeeze. All of those to the downside this morning, all once again this morning doing significant volume as well. So we'll look at those coming up. Macy's shares higher this morning after preliminary results beat expectations. We have Stitch Fix to look at, and Tailored Brands, another one possibly being added to that bankruptcy list. It is Tuesday, June 9th, 2020. Trader TV Live starts now. Here's a look at Asian markets from the overnight session. You can see pretty positive right across the board. Australia leading the way there, 4.8% to the upside. India really the only one to the downside there, 1%. Let's go over to Europe and see how things are looking. Yeah, back to the downside here for the European markets right across the board, 1+% moves lower outside of Switzerland there. Let's check out North America and see how futures are looking. Yeah, still red right across the board here. The TSX here in Toronto, 1%. All the U.S. markets are lower. You can see Brazil's open already, trading down about 2%. Crude oil there, 1.15% to the downside. Gold is higher. Going to be an interesting day. We have obviously coming off 3 straight sessions to the upside the past couple of days. First day, guys, that we're seeing a bit of a pullback here, finally. Although all of these little teeny tiny companies, most of which have declared bankruptcy, just going crazy again here in the pre-market.
I mean, Hertz is going crazy right now.
Hertz just broke $5 down to $4.50 like in the last few seconds here. Crazy move already. So you're absolutely right about that. And Whiting's popping right now back up to $3. It looks like it's going to be another one of those mornings where there's just a ton of volume, 11 million already on Hertz, guys. So across the board, it's going to be a wild one today.
I was waiting for 450 to break, and that might come sooner rather than later. I actually looked to see if there's any news on this, and I wasn't able to see anything. It just all of a sudden started getting ramped up right here off that $5 break. But I mean, it broke it a bunch of times, so I don't know. It breaks 490 and then just comes right to the downside. So we'll wait for some 450 action here on Hertz, guys. But it's going to be a good one. I have a few names written down. Macy's should be interesting as well, as Brendan mentioned.
Interestingly enough, we'll have a look at that. Some of the cruise lines doing significant volume in the pre-market as well. Lots to get to this morning. Let's get over to the desk and say good morning to Valeria.
Good morning and hello everyone. Welcome to the live trading show. Guys, subscribe to our daily free watch list at the link I'm sending on the chat. And please support us with thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
All right, let's get going here, guys. We have a number of names moving around in the pre-market. We'll get away from these bankrupt stocks for a second here and start with Macy's. They're out this morning trading higher. They reported a first quarter loss of $652 million on a per share basis of about $2.10 per share. That was actually significantly better, even though it was a loss, significantly better than what everyone was expecting. They also said the 450 stores they've reopened have performed much better so far than anticipated since the forced closure, obviously, because of the pandemic. So, Sean, you were talking about Macy's there. Here we go to the upside this morning.
Yeah, big move, and this was the delayed earnings. We talked about that I think it was a couple weeks ago where they were supposed to come out and they delayed their earnings. So here we go, Macy's today. Up another 6%. I mean, this stock has just been on fire. If we check out the daily chart here, it's kind of like this is kind of like a broken, this is like a U-shaped recovery, I guess. As soon as you got over this $7, it was good to go. This is the 50-period moving average on the daily chart, so that was all the way down here at 574. You're seeing there's not much here. I mean, this kind of felt like a waterfall all the way down. You only have one positive day here, basically in all of March. Macy's is in trouble. I still think they are. I'm looking for a $10 break here. This is the kind of area right here, guys, that I always try to focus on. If I can draw this little ellipse here. And we've had some problems here from 10 to 10:10 yesterday after the market closed and the report came out. So now you're going to see what happens if it does break back down below $10. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. Obviously, it was a decent report and a big number. So I hate shorting stocks that are up. However, you see the Dow and the ES today is going to be down. So I like Macy's for a short. There's better shorts, and we'll get to those eventually. But I think I'd rather be a bear on this than a bull today.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because I'm sort of right in line with you. And you even take it back to the pre-market yesterday, and 10's a good level. But when you look at what's happening to Hertz, and I'm watching Whiting that just came off of $3 there, I took a quick little short in Hertz for just like a couple of 5-cent scalps there. And if I'd gone to Whiting instead at $3, it would have been 20 cents. So like, there's going to be a lot of these names. I'm also watching a penny stock, SQBG, which looks like a pretty decent one as well. So I like Macy's through 10. I'm with you, Sean. I just feel like the activity in Hertz and Whiting and Oxy might trump a lot of these other plays.
Well, Hertz here, guys. The first of, I guess we'll call it the buzz stocks over the past couple of sessions here. We had Chesapeake, Whiting Petroleum, and Hertz all just doing monster volume, 400 plus million shares on Hertz yesterday. I mean, we're back to the downside for the first time here, guys. Obviously, looking pretty weak in the pre-market. Just wanted to point out this 460, 455 area that was support in the afternoon, but we're down here 17%. 46, guys, 46.5% short interest now on Hertz.
I missed it. It just blew through.
Yeah, I got this one. I got 46s here, already getting some out in the 30s. I mean, this is just one of those. It just continues to run. It is what it is. We talked about that 450 break and being able to you just have to cross a little deeper than expected here, guys. So I'm going to be working out of this one, see if the next stop is 4. We did talk about that support level in the aftermarket, in the afternoon yesterday at 450. That was basically the break that we're looking at there, guys. So for one of those like nice little scalp trades, next stop to the downside, I got 410. 4 even to 410 should be the next support if we can hold below 450 by the open.
Yeah, I just got 41s short there, so I paid and got those. So we're going to wait to see here what does happen. But yeah, look, 450 was a big level there. The reason why we're talking about it, yesterday it bounced here off 450 a couple times. It tried to break it here again and did and ripped up. So, I mean, yesterday's chart is just impressive, to say the least, on Hertz. So it just goes straight upside here. And you're going to see probably the same thing today. But the big difference here, I don't mean straight upside. I just mean some craziness today. The big thing here, yesterday there was 7 million to buy on imbalance, and I don't even see it here today. Oh, here it is, 500,000 to sell. So what a difference a day makes. Today, we have 500,000 shares to sell right here on Hertz. Yesterday, it was the number one dog up here it was 5 million, then it was 6 million, then it was 7 million. So we're gonna wait to see what does happen here. We're gonna bid these out here for 10 pennies if we can get 31s right now. Like I said, we're short 41s. We'll wait to get those. And then, yeah, next stop, honestly, guys, like $3. So let's just wait to see what happens on the downside here of Hertz. But we should get a winner here. It should print 31s. And then we'll wait to see how much lower this thing can go. And there it is. So nice little win there to start off the day. I know Neil has it as well. Hopefully you do.
Are we doing Whiting next here, Brendan? That just gave up 50-cent move. So that just went 20% to the downside. Same time as that Hertz break, Whiting just sort of fell off a cliff here. So look, we talked about these shorts. Thankfully, we both got the Hertz one on, but Whiting looks like it's just as good so far this morning. Crazy action, man.
Yeah, lots of volume, guys. Sean was showing the imbalance locator there. We have a brand new educational video coming up in a few days on auctions, both the opening and closing auctions today. Stick around to the end of the show. At 12:01, we're going to have a premiere on news halts coming up today. So So will be an interesting one at 12:01 premiere coming up today. Let's get to Chesapeake Energy first, guys. Obviously, Chesapeake, Whiting Petroleum, both one and the same, really. We mentioned yesterday the news on the energy group was essentially OPEC extending cuts through to the end of July. But I mean, I don't think this is really affecting either of these names. This stock has gone from $12 last Wednesday to a high of $84.75 yesterday on CHK. 35.7%, guys, on the short side for Chesapeake.
Yeah, because of course, right? I mean, apologies, we are working out of positions here in Hertz as well on that little short. I got it at 412. Not the last of my shares, but I still have a quarter of it on as it pounces back towards 450. On Chesapeake, to be honest with you, I wrote like two things down, 40 and 60. I don't think we'll see 60 again, but what the heck do I know with this stock? I do think there should be a little bit of resistance at 40. That was at least something of a bit of a level when we had reverse split. So honestly, we're still going to watch this one just to open up that range quite a bit. I'm not going to step in front of the train at any point on that level. If it makes any kind of a pop like it did yesterday, I'm going to wait for it to really, really roll over and start some actual selling. Kind of like how Hertz came down into 450 and broke it after already breaking 5. You sort of wait for the bigger move. I'm not going to sit there and try to guess exactly where some of these things will stop out. Just let the selling come in and join it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got that, Rob. That worked out perfectly fine. Yeah, Chesapeake again. I mean, here goes Hertz back to the upside. So we just talked about that a little bit. CHK.NY. This is a reverse split. It's not really a $36 name. It's more like a 36-cent name. So we're going to wait to see what this wants to do. We're already down 47%. So I know Neil just talked about that. Yeah, I mean, 80, 90, 36, 35. Who knows? And this is goes to, we were just talking with the production team about, you know, trades being YOLO type trades. And I mean, if you're in this one yesterday, hopefully you got out, because I don't know if it's going to be anywhere near $50, $60, $70 again. So I'm going to stay away from this kind of a crazy stock. I don't really have a read on it, and I have not been trading it. So I'm going to stay away from Chesapeake today, guys.
All right, guys, another one that more than doubled. We mentioned yesterday, Whiting Petroleum back to the downside today as well. We did have BlackRock out this morning saying they've cut their size or cut their position in Whiting by about 0.25%, so 25 to the downside there for BlackRock. The short interest on Whiting now at 35%. Not quite as bad as Chesapeake we were just looking at, but yeah, 25% to the downside here. We just saw that big flush through 280.
No, absolutely. I mean, I did have some levels written down for Whiting. I mean, I was talking about 225 is a possible support bottom. But again, I'm not thinking about big time support levels at 9:12 in the morning usually. So that little flush there did terminate. I didn't have a breakdown price. I am now looking at 275 to 3 on any kind of a pop as possible resistance on Whiting. And then I'm still going to sort of maintain 225 would be sort of an area to get out. If I got that little short pop off the open, I'd probably look to take some shares off in front of 225. I can't ignore the fact that it bounced at 240 instead. So maybe file that level away just in case we get a chance to short this little pop here. But this has only come back about 20 cents so far, whereas, you know, Hertz is making a move back to about 450 or so. So bigger bounce, relatively speaking, at least for now, in Hertz.
I told myself I wouldn't get too invested into too many pre-market trades, but of course now I'm into Hertz a couple times. We're shorting the top here as well. We'll see. That probably get blown out like it did yesterday. Yeah, Whiting, I like this area right here, guys. This 260 area. So yesterday it was a little bit of bunched up action here. As you can see, 260. That's right where we just fell to and broke and then dropped to 240 or so. So this kind of an area is an interesting one for me. That's right where we're at right now. So we will wait to see what does happen once the market opens. Like Neil said, I mean, you can't, it's crazy to trade some of these things in the pre-market, because what are you going to do? You're going to go short through 3, which would have been fantastic if you had that. But then you do have the possibility that it comes back up here and tests 350 again. So just like right now, where do you short this thing on a pop? We could retrace all the way back up. So very nerve-wracking for me right now. It's not, I mean, you can put on small shares if you want to, but I'm just going to check the imbalance locator one more time just to make sure. WLL, see, I don't even see it's a New York stock. It's not even on here. Macy's still a big bid as well.
That DNR is a penny stock.
Yeah, DNR is a penny stock. CPE, we talked about that yesterday. Oxy, we're going to get to that soon, but yeah, oh, Delta is sell. Anyways, more sells. Yesterday was all buys, so today getting some mixed up numbers, and we see what's going to happen off the open. I'm expecting some fireworks off the open, guys.
All All right, guys, if you're following along on the watch list, we're going to jump down a little bit here to the travel companies because I just noticed AAL breaking to the downside right now. In fact, doing some significant volume as well. So a lot of things starting to come in a bit. Obviously, as a group, these travel companies have been kind of leading this surge to the upside over the past week and a half. But yeah, 4 million shares here, guys, already for AAL. Down almost. We might have actually touched 10% down there on that flush to the downside, but down significantly here across the board.
It feels like this was all the same selling that just came in a few minutes ago because it bounced off $18 already. AAL is coming right back to this little flush point at 1860, 1870 or so, where things sort of started out. I mean, my first gut, of course, is going to be like, hey, you should just sort of short this little pop here into 19. But AAL is already down this 9% move. I feel like if I'm going to be digging into something like Hertz in the pre-market, I don't want a repeat of yesterday where I have multiple pre-market positions. I feel like that's going to be not the way to go. So I'll probably be looking at the travel space, much like yesterday in Save. Allow the opening range to come in. The trade's going to be there if it's there. So I'll probably allow that to happen for me and then wait about 5 minutes. I am looking at the top side of about 1950. I mean, my guess is we're probably not going to get there, but I can't ignore that level of a break to the upside if it does want to come back. 18 even, seeing as that is the bottom here, is going to be an obvious break as well.
Man, maybe these stocks do want to keep on running here as Hertz just keeps going back to the upside. And yeah, I don't know what that flush was about. I mean, you see the futures here kind of moving up 4 or 5 handles, not even. Yeah, AAL just bouncing up here 50 cents. So like Neil, normally I would be in this. I mean, yesterday I already be short, but it did blow up yesterday and took out the top. So we're going to wait to see if that does happen again. The top here being, of course, 19. I know we're talking about some of these names. Let's go over to CCL. That's my best stock, I think, over the last couple of weeks. I should look that up, actually, give you guys some statistics here. But I like the 23 break here on CCL. We've touched down here a couple times. The momentum's downside. It's down 5+%. We're going to see what these cruise lines want to do moving forward here. But CCL, I wrote down 23 as a break. You do have VWAP right here at 23.60. That's basically where we're at now. We know the imbalance is slightly to the sell side. Yeah, again, today, honestly, just as I said, I think there's going to be some fireworks off the open. I think the best thing to do, I mean, we'll look at Nikola, we'll look at Tesla, we'll look at a few new names coming up soon, but I do think that it's well worth it to get hands off a little bit here just to see how these market on open imbalances and market on open orders. And by the way, check us out on Market Wisdom if you're not sort of following along with what we're talking about. We do have some videos up there all about education, some locator stuff, imbalance stuff. If they're not up there, they soon will be. So make sure you do subscribe. And we do have another video premiere today on halts. So check that out right after the show at 12 p.m., guys.
Yeah, we, as I mentioned, we're going to have an auction education video, both the opening auction and closing auction coming up shortly as well. But yeah, premiere coming up at 12:01 p.m. Today. Let's go to Stitch Fix. If you're with us right at the end of the show yesterday, we were talking about some earnings names. Stitch Fix out. They lost 33 cents per share in their latest quarter. That was more than double what analysts were expecting. Revenue also missing to the downside. They did, however, say that they were on track for positive revenue growth in the current quarter. Not a heck of a lot of action here, guys, for Stitch Fix in the pre-market. Big moves, obviously, after market yesterday, but we're down 6.3%. Yeah,
it's on 61,000
shares.
But this market is doing crazy volume every single day. I did write down at least something there. I said 24.07 is the first level resistance, 24.50. If volume comes in at the open, let's look at those for a possible retracement of this little gap. But 6% down and 60,000 in volume pass.
I just think this is a crazy short because Stitch Fix can't come up with a decent quarter during COVID time, then I don't know, because they deliver clothes to you. So a lot of people not wanting to shop, that's obvious. You saw the demise in Macy's there. And yeah, now Stitch Fix comes out expecting probably a big quarter. I mean, look at the daily chart here. To say people are going to be disappointed is an understatement, I think. Anyone getting long here at the bottom, definitely thinking for a big quarter. And if they didn't sell already, they're not cashing out a double. They probably will today. So let's wait to see. We're just trying to get through all this stuff here. 23. I think the 23 break should be taken, and I think I will. So Stitch Fix today, $23 short side. Let's take a shot at it. Not a crazy amount of shares, but maybe a couple hundred short through $23. I mean, we're at 20. What was that? 24. What's the print right now? That was a 24.92 print. So again, you got a little dark pool there, but we're at 23.60 right now. So can it drop 50 cents? I think it can. What just happened to Hertz there? I guess I got a bad wick and I got stopped out there. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is, up to 560. So I got to get back into Hertz there. Got stopped out and should not have, guys. But that's Hertz going to the upside right now.
All right, guys, we were talking about Occidental there briefly. The energy names pretty strong yesterday, obviously, on that OPEC news. Occidental to the downside today, though. They said they're going to review their options when it comes to Middle East operations. OXY down. Yeah, we were down 10% here as well. Broke 22. Wow, it actually did break 22. So OXY obviously negative today.
What did I wrote down 22. So
I had in 22. I also had resistance that's not going to come into play because now it's 10% higher. So I was looking at a pop into this sort of a 23.40 range. But the 22 even level, there was an iceberg on the way back up. So it looks like there was a bit of a seller that got chewed up on this little bounce back only about 5 minutes or so ago, guys. So let's watch out for Occidental back through that same 22 price. Also, like 23 to 23.60 on any kind of a pop could be a nice little zone of action there. Watch out, Hertz coming back to like $5. I'm saying to myself, okay, let's not give away everything from the morning. Like yesterday, which was way too early. So I'm not digging in on the pullback in Whiting because I'm already playing Hertz in a second short with a horrible price.
Yeah, look, guys, I see some talk about it. Nicola's not on our board, I don't think, on our watch list today, but should be up another 21%. Tops out today. Me and Brendan trading this thing in the afternoon, and we talked about it. Yeah, I was long somewhere down here, a 65 or 66 break, and then I asked Brendan, what happens when it breaks 70? And then unfortunately it didn't. He said basically right to 80, and that's almost exactly right. It happens after market. So we're here trading and we have to be flat at the end of every day. So this stock, to say the least, is one of those names, guys. Nikola, VTIQ. We know about the Nikola Motors. If you don't know about it, look it up. But this stock is just ripping like crazy these days. And here it is again, up another 21%. I would just say, I mean, you can watch out for this 84 level. We had to pay for shorts. I think it was like $50 for 100 shares, so a little bit of $53, something like that. So a little bit expensive to short this thing, so you may not be able to do that. So definitely check with your broker if you can and if you're willing to short it. I like this spot here, 90, 91 on a break. We could even see this stock at $100 today. It's just one of those risky names, guys. You're going to be YOLOing this one if you like it. I like it through 91. You can take it and then just watch out for the top side here, 94, 95. I don't know.
Yeah, the one thing to mention, I think, on that is don't try and fight a short on that, especially when it's so expensive. If it's going to go, it's going to go, obviously. Tailored Brands, I think worth mentioning here, guys. Another one of these names that could be very soon to be added to the bankruptcy list. So Bloomberg out yesterday afternoon reporting they are considering bankruptcy. So this was, what time was this? It was a mid-afternoon yesterday. This thing went from 240 all the way down to 140 and kind of bounced at that point. But we're opening in that range today for TLRD.
Yeah, its volume is okay at 600,000. I think the news is going to be the sort of the story in the afternoon. We're going to have a look at it. Tailored Brands for me, I was looking at a 190 possible resistance point. I think, look, if it wants to break to the upside, that's going to be a 190 break. But if you watch the chop after the news came out, you did have this level here from about $1.90 to $2 before the really big flush came in here, guys. So that's an obvious sort of 10-cent range. I think if you wanted to short that price, you probably want to give it to $2 instead and throw your stop up there as opposed to 190. I know that's where the top of the pre-market is, but otherwise, you look for a breakdown at about 175, 170 even. Either one of those look like good prices for a little short here. Hertz for me, I don't think I'm going to let this one go through 5 in the pre-market. Yesterday, it didn't have a tight enough stop, so I'm going to try to rectify that today.
Let's check out some Uber. Yesterday, Uber was a big stock, and yeah, you're right there. Who was it? Kyle Forbes, yeah, it's 53 cents per 100 shares. So the stock does have to go down 53 cents. So it's $53 per 100 shares. So if I make $1 on the first 100, then yeah, you have to pay back 53 to the broker. So I think it's expensive, but hey, Got to give the fans what they want. Okay, Uber NY here, New York Uber. We traded that yesterday. That was one of my best stocks. So we'll floss that off right now. I was loving Uber. Thank you so much. I think it was Lousy Gamer yesterday brought that to my attention live on the show. Thank you so much for that. We shorted it like crazy yesterday. All in here, guys, was a big short, and then we covered, thank God. It drops down to 36 and bounces, and then recovers the rest of the day up to 37. Wow. I wasn't even trading it in the afternoon, and that's an unbelievable run. I didn't notice that. Okay, 36 downside now again. We're going to wait to see if something does happen. Yesterday, it was unable to break this 36 level, as you can see. So I marked it down as a possible breaking spot today, especially if the Dow wants to go down. Let's short Uber today, but not until it gets through 36, or if we get something on the back move side up. But we only have 5 minutes right now before this crazy market. As I said, I really think something, this market could either tank or just reverses all the way back up to positive. I'm thinking this is going to be kind of a spicy day.
Mentioning Boeing here, guys, been on a bit of a tear, obviously, the past 4 or 5 sessions to the upside. We're opening down here on Boeing for the first time since, we've had that little run higher. Obviously, economy's reopening, airlines getting going, possibly, to benefit Boeing here with increased demand for aircraft once again. What do we do with Boeing here today?
First level, I'm watching 224.50. This is going to be an explosive type of day because there's such a built-in opportunity for retracements here with all of these, I don't know, you call them the pump stocks. And, Boeing's been a part of that party. You did have a nice little pre-market sell-off right now from 235 at the, after market and yesterday's action. So if we fail to break back above this 224.50, look, you could really start to see some selling come in. 220 break comes into play there. So I'm looking at that level on Boeing. I've only gone, the longs have been better. We called a couple of breakouts to the upside in Boeing. I feel like today I'm not really looking at any breakouts long. That could change after the open. But for now, I'm just looking at 220 break to the downside. I'm looking to see if we can hold 224.50, and then maybe that's going to be a short retracement at some point. You got to believe there'll be some profit taking in some of these names here.
It's unbelievable the move back that some of these names are having, even right now, like a CCL. We were just talking about it being down here at 23, and you're now way up to 24 again. So, cancel out all, like just cancel out my whole sheet here, because I was thinking this was going to be a negative day, and now you're coming into what seems to be a booming day again. Booming, who knows? But let's just check to see if anything changed here. Macy's, wow, that bid just keeps getting spicier and spicier. WLL and Oxy still on the sell side. So that's good. Just want to check back with those names there, Brendan. Make sure they're still sells.
All right, guys, small cap world. IZEA, one of the ones gapping to the upside today. IZEA Worldwide, they're an online content provider. They signed a contract. It actually came out yesterday afternoon. Signed a contract with apparently a Fortune 500 company to do some influencer management is what they're calling it. So a nice look here. 270 on the top side. I actually like this one long through that 270 today. There's a lot of room if you go out to the daily chart. As far as a short, I think it has to get below 2 again. A little bit of support and resistance here at 2, and then kind of consolidate here below 2 before I look short on this. But IZEA definitely stronger than most as far as small caps go today, guys.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing there is if it gets down to that 2 that you talked about, Brendan, and does a little bit of bounce, like a 230, 240 break could come into play if it holds that $2 level. So I'm with you. I'm not really looking for any shorts there, but I'd actually consider a long bouncing off of $2 at some point. A little too early to call that one with a couple of minutes to go here, and it is coming back in. 2 minutes, like we said. I want to get back very quickly to Whiting in a second. I know a few people have asked a little bit about a lot of these names here. And Whiting, I am going to be trading this one today. I was looking heavily at the $3 move. It already went downside, but now you are seeing, even with that sell imbalance, bouncing right back to this $3 seller. Watch out for a breakthrough that price. I think 330 is probably the next leg there on a breakout to the upside. I'm still looking overall for shorts. If it fails at about 340, I'd probably roll back over into a short in Whiting on any kind of a pop. But watch out. $3 looks like it could break right here off the open with only 90 seconds here to go, guys. And with Hertz, I'm not going to let 5 even go to the upside. One more. SQBG, this one is also bouncing to the upside. I'm going to look at 60 cents here. It's a penny stock. It's done 11 million shares already. 60 cents is the level I'm now watching to see if it can hold that one. If it fails there, I'm going to be shorting SQGB, which I don't have to pay anything to short a penny stock up 135%. Kind of crazy. So we'll probably be all over that one.
We shorted just now as well, $24. We shorted Carnival. So we'll wait to see here. Again, a light position, not heavy. We're going to wait to see if we get some more up here to 2014s. If we can get that, that would be great. So $24, 05s, 11s, 12s, something like that, and we can average in and then get out on the top side. What up, Enrique James? Thank you so much for that super chat there. We'll have a coffee on you. Thank you so much for that. Trader TV Live. Oh, merch now available. Maybe Valeria can talk about that when she gets back. She will be ringing the bell, which is about 30 seconds from now. But right now, we are 10 cents in the money now on CCL, but that's pretty light. Our bigger position right now, of course, and me and Neil have just been talking about this, is this Hertz. We hammered the short there, cashed in a little bit down there, obviously not enough, averaged in again, so we're gonna wait to see here what Hertz does. We're short $40.70 on this name, but it's gonna be an exciting one. Oxy, WLL, CCL, Macy's, everything on the board, guys. Let's get going.
Yeah, and with only 10 seconds to go, guys, it's gonna be all over the place. Throw Tailored Brands into that one on a break as well. We like this one to the downside, but 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ring that bell, Valeria Tuesday. Little Tuesday action coming in here for you guys. Don't want to get caught over trading off of the open, but yeah, Carnival already moving. American about to take 18 even to the downside, so watch out for a break on American Airlines through 18 even. You have crazy moves.
Guys, we're huge everywhere right now. We're huge.
Hertz is dying.
Huge. CCL huge. That's $1 now. Winner here, and Hertz just keeps going down, 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 down. Let's keep taking your Hertz. This is that level we talked about, 450, baby. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. Here goes Hertz to the downside, guys. Take some off if you have this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already getting some off. A 50 break was a big one. I want to make sure I get more shares out. Last time we stalled at 412, so I'm not sure we'll get all the way down there. I want to have the bulk of my position off in Hertz and not have any sort of FOMO, or not the FOMO, but just the regret of not capitalizing big enough.
Big win.
Last entry was at 90s, getting some out here at 18s, getting some out here, getting some out here at 10s. On Hertz.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, we are. Okay, and we're also short Macy's right now. We're short WLL. We are huge here on Hertz. Wow. We're short 480 right now and just been cashing out. And yeah, we put on some halted. I just tried to get out. You literally just saw me try to get out right there. I put an order in, halted on Hertz. So let's just move on. WLL, 260 we're short. We gave you that 260 mark, and bang, that one goes off. So here we go. It's Flaw Central today. Let's just keep this train going, Neil.
Yeah, so there was a halt there. I got almost everything out of Hertz. Just going to check in on some stuck orders that I do have. Hopefully will not be an issue on that when it comes back in. Macy's did break. I want to get to that in a quick second. It broke that 10, so I got triggered into this one. Not the greatest trigger, to be honest. I mean, you're getting this 30, 40 cents late to the move, but it's been all Hertz so far. I also want to get you guys over to Whiting. Huge move to the downside on Whiting as well. So we're talking about this one through 240. 3 even was that level. Of course, Hertz was flushing, so I had to manage that trade instead of maybe getting into that Whiting trade to the short side there at 275, guys. So Whiting just halted.
Okay, bang!
Everything's halting, guys.
We have it all. It's chicken dinner winners today, guys. What do we have? Okay, let's recap right now. Let's put our trade on the board here. This has been a monster day. I told you this stuff would happen today. I told you this was going to be a crazy day. Just hit the rewind button. I said there would be fireworks off the top. And look what we have here. CCL, this is a $2 winner. How you like them apples? Hertz, 70-cent winner and halted. Macy's, that's doing nothing. WLL, 26 cents and halted. There it is. 4 shorts, 4 bangers. Let's go. The only problem is Macy's. Let's check it out. What a monstrous day. We told you this was going to happen. Where's that crystal ball of mine? I don't know, but wow, what a day, guys.
Yeah, Macy's starting to come back, but I think you can just use 1040 as the levels here. So thankfully, I didn't have the time to get a bigger position, which means we can work into this one in front of 1040. Gonna have a stop at that 1040 price. Gonna see if we can get something on any kind of a pop into the teens, 20s, something along that range to be able to add to this position. Remember, the volatility halt on Hertz, we're looking at about 5 minutes, so 9:36 is when we expect this one to open back up.
Yeah, and then it will tank down like crazy. So let's hopefully Hertz continues to go downside here. We're getting out of some of our Macy's. Again, this was not a huge position. I didn't like the stock to begin with. We got short at 10. We were able to get some out 92s, 93s. The problem is the chaos was Look at you, CCL, Bubby. Look at this, $24 short. This is why this is by far my best stock. This is now $1.50 in the money. So yeah, that's a floss action right now as CCL just continues to go down. Things are halted, but CCL still moving. Great little trade on this one. Let's see if we can't capture that. So right now, we're short Whiting, that's halted. We're short Hertz, that's halted. We're short CCL, that's $1.50 in the money. And we're short Macy's, that's 20 cents out. But we're going to attend to that one soon.
Yeah, and SQBG, I said if it rolled over at 60, it just tested that price and came back in, I would give it a shot here. So starting this one at 60 cents, 59 cents, call it that. But my stop is going to be up here at 65. So into that short position, I still have some Hertz, most of it out, but I do have some at 490. So when that opens, we're going to have to watch that one very, very closely off that little bit of an open there. But Occidental bouncing to the upside, so we thought there'd be an opportunity maybe between 23 and 23.50. That could come into play rather quickly here, guys. So didn't think there'd get too big of a pop. I still like the 22 break to the downside if we get it eventually on Occidental. But for now, looking to see if we can pick something up. 23, 23.50 would be the stop.
Yeah, I'm just tweeting this out, guys. You can see this chart here. I'm going to tweet out the CCL chart right now and let everybody know what exactly we are short. We just covered some there. Have 10% left on that, baby. So, okay. Macy's back up here to 10.25. We'll see what that one wants to do now to the top side. It looks like this will be a loser for us. Oh, well, yeah, 1040 maybe the high side here, and that looks like right where we're at. So Macy's looks like it wants to break, and that's fine. We did see a big imbalance on that one to the buy side, so no surprise there. However, tricked us on that flush, but we'll wait for White to open up. We still have a lot of shares still short here on Hertz. Hopefully, we don't get burned again like we did on Huge. We did try to get some out of that, but what's up, Brendan?
Once again today, guys, we are seeing a little bit of strength in these little tiny real estate stocks. This is Two Harbor Investments, 5.6%. Huge relative volume again today. Got all the way up here to 640 in the pre-market, starting to test these levels once again. Above that, lots of room on the daily chart for TWO, guys.
All right, TWO.
And Taylor Brands, we gave this one to you, a $1.75 break. We had some issues, I think at the beginning there was a little bit of execution, but we talked about 175, 170 breaking, went all the way down to 125. So there's a 50-cent move on a dollar stock. Unfortunately, as much as we're able to talk about it, we weren't able to execute on Tailored Brands there, but we're going to see if we can't get in kind of a pullback into that same range. It is what it is, guys. So nice big trade there. If you got it on, fair enough, but Hertz just opened at 4 even. So I'm going to see if we can't get out of that one right away. Whatever, let's take it out at 414. It bounced to 4 even, 490 short. I'll take the last shares and floss it off for an 80-cent win, 80 cents a dollar on a name like this. And if it breaks 4 even, you can always get back in on a break, guys.
Yeah, sure as you can. Bang! 388. Let's keep going downside. 380, 390. We just took some out there on that $4 break like Neil was mentioning. Bang that out right here. Hertz just going nuts right now. We have more than $1 in the money now. We're short 485. This thing's going to 0, so let's keep this stock going down. No, I don't know if it's going down to 0. I was hoping it would. Okay, that's Hertz making the move now. Uber, we did short that ahead of 37. We're going to give it to this 37.15 area. Obviously, the market. I mean, I was thinking this was either going to go down or a bit. I mean, here's that big move we talked about at the open. So here it comes down. Let's see if we can't short something else. Oh yeah, by the way, ciao Hertz. We talked about that one, and now we'll wait to get out of the rest of this thing on the downside. What a monster winner, guys. We are short $4.85 on Hertz. What a trade, guys.
Yeah, I'm just going to get back in and back out there. Just took the last of the re-entry out at 356, guys. So
bang, it's going to halt again.
Look, it's about to halt again, but the liquidity is so good on Hertz. You can just get in and out at will, guys. So able to get back into this trade at 390 and then work that one to the downside. Another halt on Hertz.
Yep.
It's perfect. We're doing a halt video today, but Whiting opened back up there, guys. Watch out.
WLL opens up, and there's another one for you. Your boy is here today, guys. WLL 2.6 short. Out now, 2.25, 226. Wow, what a day to be alive. This is a great day today, guys. Trading has been the best I've seen. This has been crazy. I mean, you had to be short, but to be stuck in a couple of these positions here, nicely done, guys, if you're with us today. Big trading
We're going to throw to Brendan, but I'm going to shout out to Brendan because he gave me SQBG here, and that's already a 10% winner off 60 cents. Brendan, what do you got, buddy?
Yeah, big flush there for a lot of these names, guys. The drillers were strong yesterday. Huge run up in this one yesterday. BORR all the way up to $3. We're back down to 2, but coming back up to these pre-market highs. Some of the drillers now showing a little bit of strength, guys.
Come on, Brendan. Only 10% winners. Let's go, Brendan. You got to give us bigger ones than that. Hertz here closing down here. Yeah, this is like a 30% win, and we'll wait to see where Hertz now opens up. We just did punch some more short. Then I wasn't sure if it was going to halt, so we got out of half of what we punched short. So right now we still are in this name here, Hertz. Let's put our position board on again, just so you guys could see exactly the destruction that's been happening here today. CCL right now, we have 10% of that position left on board here. That's 70 cents in the money. Hertz is 30 cents in the money, but it's really dollars. Uber right now, we go short again here at 92. We'll wait to see what that one's going to do. And WLL right now, 20 cents. So Uber's actually in the money nicely now. We'll go back and look at that. 92 short. I did tell you guys it went up here, 37.11. We didn't get more short, should have, but now we'll wait to see what Uber wants to do. Hopefully march back down to 36.60 or so, and we'll take a smooth 30 cents if we can get it. But wow, what a morning. I'm already exhausted.
Yeah, and Tailored is already coming back to the upside. I've only traded Hertz, Macy's, and SQBG. So we already talked about Macy's not working out. Tailored should have been one. We talked about this when we gave you this call. It was a monster 30% winner, guys. So I'm looking at that same price area, 175 to 190. We talked about giving it to $2 as well. SQBG continues to head downside. If it breaks 50, I will still have shares on board on that one, guys. So Tailored on the move, but I want to go quickly to the airlines just for a quick second here. Save with a big bounce to the upside, looking to make a run at 24.50. That's a key level on Spirit. If that breaks, I'm actually going to look at a long break on Spirit at 24.50, shaking some of this out. Big time buy bounce here off of the open.
And guys, we'll flush ourselves down the toilet because Oxy, I wrote down 21.82, and the order goes out 21.82, and it only crosses down, I don't even know how many pennies, but right now, oh, there we go. What? We got short 21.57 there for some reason. Okay, yeah, I don't, maybe there is a problem. 21.82 was the short, but we now are short Oxy again, not again, for the first time here. The best price was up here, 21.80, but we missed that print. So yeah, we're getting some weird wicks here happening on our software. So we'll wait to see what's going to happen on that one, but I'm going to cancel most of my trades here and just see what's going to happen now as Uber. We've already captured some profits off this 92 short. Our best out there, 79. So we're going to wait to see what Uber wants to do and wait for Hertz to open back up, guys.
Yeah, and another one, Luckin Coffee is actually, it's down 8%, but a big bounce. Again, 10% move off the bottom. Watching some key levels from the pre-market start to work into effect here. 475 to 450 is resistance. So watch out for those breaks. Brendan, what do you got?
TMDI, guys, Titan Medical here up 20% on the day. You can see yesterday about midday, there was a pop in this thing. Rumors out that they had settled a lawsuit. Guess what? Those rumors were true. So they settled a lawsuit, big pop today, in their favor. That's the key there. So TMDI to the upside today, guys.
You don't say upside, eh? Okay, Uber to the downside, hopefully. We'll wait with that one. WLL now. Okay, so it halted again. So, okay, here we go. So Whiting now halted. We did get some out there at 50. We're basically flat on that one. I did have a stop order getting us out if it does break back above 50. So thank God we had that one. So we'll hit a catapult for that because now we're halted and we don't know which way this one's going to go. I guess we'll have to wait probably on Oxy as well. That was a big trade that we missed and then for some reason got us into this short here. So now we've averaged in, we're short at 70, but this is not going to be good. Oxy already made that move down, so now we have to wait to see. I'm not loving this short, but we're in it, and it's short at 62. So here comes rifling back to the downside. Let's just wait to see what happens when Hertz opens up. CCL still 50-cent winner as well, and Uber making a move back to the top side.
Yeah, watch out for 220 and 2 even on IZEA starting to come in. It's bounced a couple of times here, but Brendan, what do you have, bud?
Digital Alley here, guys. DGLY, we've been talking about this one over the past couple of days. Body cam maker for law enforcement, back above 5 there. Big volume spike as we got back above $5 starting to go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting an order ready to go. That IZEA is approaching that $2. It just broke 220, so watch out to the downside. Hertz just opened back up at 350, so coming back up to 350, making a bit of a move here into that $4 range. A little bit of a bounce, guys. It could halt upside if it approaches that $4 mark. So watch out. You got to pay attention to these volatility halts. Whiting's already had it a couple of times. Hertz would do it again if it cracks that $4 mark very shortly after that. So if you're looking to short pops, you're probably wanting to wait until there you go. It looks like it's going to halt here at 385, so it's not even lasting very long on that reopen. We just got shorts, for me at least, in Tailored brands here, shortable shares, I should say. So Tailored making a move back into our short target range. I'm going to start a position here, see if we can't work it to that $1.90 to $2 range that we're looking at before, but shorting here in Tailored brands. Now we got the locates.
Yeah, and guys, that Hertz trade was monstrous. We now go long on Hertz as well. So I'm gonna wait to see a small little baby long there. Oh, Macy's. Oh, Macy's already went down. Oh, darn it. We got stopped out of our Macy's up here, and then I just realized that we just got executed into the short and took a quick 6 pennies there. But man, we missed that trade there. Sorry about that, guys. Macy's, we did get stopped out at the top before coming all the way back down. We were just making so much money everywhere else that we actually missed that trade. I didn't even see this go all the way to the top side. So Macy's, egg on face on that one, because we should have had that trade short. We look at this. 1031 there. That's where our average price was. What's up, Brandon?
Guys, look at AMD. Huge move here for AMD, 5260 up to above $54. NVIDIA apparently using one of their chips in an AI system that they're working on, guys.
NVIDIA is a beast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing else to say about that one.
Guys, Nikola has halted and opened several times and is absolutely cratering down to $60 here. So the short is obviously coming. We do have like 2 halts on the way down.
Wow.
You can throw key levels out the window on a stock like this. It's probably not going to matter too much. The only thing worth noting was earlier, like 11 o'clock yesterday's session, $50 or so was maybe a break. But you're talking about halt levels at this point on Nikola coming all the way back, rejecting 100. And can't talk about Nikola without talking about the real company, Tesla, which is sort of holding the top end of the range here. Everyone thought maybe there'd be a shot to run to 1,000. So far, not yet. A break to the upside would be a 947 break, but it's holding 930s at the bottom end on Tesla right now. So if the market ever got a sell-off, and keep in mind here, ES is barely moving here off of the open. All these crazy stocks that are going, it's not affecting the market. That's why you're not seeing a huge range in something like a Tesla.
Yeah, no, that's right. We did get stopped out in Uber as well there. So Uber to the top side there stops us out. You can see this one. It does go up through that 20 level, and that's the level that we get out at. We normally get out at quarters, so that's where we are anyways. So Uber right now, yeah, not a good trade for us to that downside. So we are stuck. I did go long here. If you look at some of this action in Hertz, I don't know. We'll see if it wants to pop back to the top side here in Hertz. So we are long, baby long now, 386. Basically at the halt price. We can't get enough of them. So what's up, Brandon?
Just found this Fate Therapeutics, guys. FATE on the NASDAQ, 15% here. This has been a trend I've seen over the past few sessions where company comes out in the pre-market with an offering and then just absolutely tears once the market gets open. $30 up to 33 here for FATE now, guys.
All right, so we need to pay attention to that.
Breakout on NEO here, guys, through 608 top and a massive seller at 620, showing up for over 500,000 shares on the offer. So watch it again. NEO just continues to go to the upside. Another move here, but watch this 620 for a potential break and then maybe give it back to 6 even. So it's fireworks all over the place here.
Yeah, we love that name, NEO, big name there. And you guys know that we trade that normally. And we'll wait to see what does happen now. But okay, Oxy right now, we're short right here, guys. 61, we absorbed all of that break. We were waiting for 22, maybe this VWAP up here. So we'll wait to see, man. This one could blow us up here as well. So we don't know, but we're gonna wait to see here on the downside. I'm looking for targets down here, 50s and then even lower on Oxy. So we'll wait to see. But oil right now, making the move back to the upside. So oil's starting to get back to positive right now. Here's the oil chart, CLF. You can see 38.15. We're at the top side of the range right now. So when we're trading some of these names, you got to be a little careful what's happening in the underlying asset. But we're not super worried about oil or anything or Oxy.
I like using this one today, Sean. I'm going to fill the fall in the hole, but we're going to do it when stocks go down and they're winners. And we'll talk about tailored brands here. Look, obviously we missed the first short through 170, 175. We got the second one, only started the position. I was trying to get more shares here at 178, but we picked it up at 172. Just took some out at 160. Next leg, I'm looking for a 150 break. I don't think it'll go all the way down to the 125 bottom, to be honest with you. You missed that move if you didn't have it off the open, and we missed it, even though we tried to talk about it right before it happened. So we'll give it to 150 break. Otherwise, I am still going to reload one time in front of this pre-market top at 190, guys.
Okay, we did take some more shares here in WLL as well. So right now we're short Oxy and WLL. That might not be a good recipe. So we're going to wait to see here. If some of these tank, then maybe the rest will. WLL down 22% right now. We just take that short again. And Oxy right now, same kind of play. But this one's only down 10% though. Yeah, I'd rather be short Whiting than Oxy right now. We do have more shares in Oxy than we do. Yeah, I know who Shady is. Then we have the same amount of shares, but Oxy obviously with a big risk. Wow, there goes Hertz.
Another Hertz.
Nice win here on Hertz as it opens up. We'll see where we can get out. Yeah, to the downside now. Looks like it may halt again here very, very soon. But right now, Hertz trying to make up its mind and what it wants to do here. We just took some profit out there. Nice little win to start off that halt. But guess who's back? Shady's back. Brendan, what you got?
I mentioned this one yesterday a couple of times, guys. MITT starting to go here once again. $8 ended up being a bit of a level at the top yesterday. We're coming up to these highs as well, 780 and then 8 the next level here. But MITT, another one of those little mortgage REITs doing some volume again today, guys.
And
I'm going to go winner, chicken dinner with this one. If 5, I get you 10. 10 will get you 20. 10% win on SQGB. Next leg out there for 20% is going to be a 20% win. This one, look, if it breaks this pre-market low at 45 cents, this was a 23-cent stock yesterday. And when these things don't follow through, they can get pretty ugly here. So somehow we're able to short this one for free. Means we didn't have to pay for it. It's continuing its flush down. We're short at 59. I'm looking at next stop. I'll get some out in front of 45. If that breaks, like I said, who knows where the bottom could be.
Yeah, we're going to wait on Hertz here as well to go upside down. We're still our nice little long here. Okay, WLL. Nice trade once again, guys. It's chicken dinner winner. The wife phoned me today on my way to work, what we always do, and asked me what do you want for dinner. I said chicken wings. So here we go. Let's hopefully she's able to get some. And then we'll be barbecuing them up. Where's my barbecue guy here? We'll do that. But today we're setting these stocks on fire. Just got out of WLL at 54 there. That's a good trade. Here goes Hertz, guys. Bang that one. You know where we're long. You know where we're long. $3.86 right here. So a nice run again. Look, Hertz continues to be destroyed both ways by this guy. So we will dance this one off as Hertz continues to go to the upside. We are long right now. $3.86. Let's take some of this off, guys. Big trade on Hertz. Big trade on Oxy, Uber, everything. Let's just wait to see what happens here with WLL, guys.
And it just gave me that out there at somewhat 46 on SQGB. So you'll talk about a quick 12-cent win there. It's again that 20% move that we like. I want to get back over to that Nikola trade just for a quick second here. Bounced heavily off 62. So you are seeing some upside action through Nikola. Watch out for the next stop, oddly enough, being 80. 80 potential break. But I want to go to Boeing here. One name that we have not yet covered. You're seeing a 9,900 break on the NASDAQ. There is a little bit of market movement, but Boeing here flushing rather heavily back through 220. So watch out, Boeing, through about 225 at the bottom. Really starting to come off heavily, guys.
Guys, Neil was talking about percent winners. I mean, here's a 20. Halted. Okay. I was going to say long 386. So we're in the money there, 80 pennies or so on a $3 name. So we'll take a 20% win there as well. And then here's another one, guys. This is a 15-cent winner on a $2.66 name. So here we go, guys. Let's just see what Whiting wants to do. I told you I'd rather be short Whiting than Oxy. And guess what? That's exactly what we are. We're short right now at $2.66 on Whiting right now. Let's call up our board, guys. Let's just call this up quickly. We'll update it and we'll start it. We'll go back over there and see if we can get some trades off here. Here's the board right now. CCL short. This is $1 in the money. Hertz is 70 cents in the money and halted. Oxy is now 3 cents in the money. Uber's flat and WOL is 17 cents in the money. Either way, guys, this is what we're doing today. Where is he? There he is. We're loading that up and giving out the money. So I hope you guys are following us. Nice little out there on WLL. 20% winner there for a nice out at 47. So guess who's back? Yes, once again, Brendan is back.
Just saw Afria here, guys. Some of the cannabis names starting to pop up here a little bit. Just broke $5 on the NASDAQ for Afria, up about 1.5%. Decent volume on this group as well today, guys.
Here comes DGLY through its top here, 586 pre-market high, trying to break out again on this name. So look for a break. It's already halted multiple times, once on the way down, once on the way up. It's now back on that way up. Break could happen any second now through the high of the day. We'll see if we can't run that little one to the upside. If we get this one, why did it not trigger me? So our stop order is tricky there. There we go. We actually got slipped to 89. So into Digital Ally through a top break. If it holds 6, fair enough. We'll take a few shares out for a scalp. 6 even break is what we're really looking for. And decent chance that it could halt here as another break to the upside has happened on DGLY.
Shout out to whoever just mentioned Facebook there. I have to apologize. Oh, Lousy Gamer. Oh, I got to pay attention to you. You gave me that one yesterday as well. And it's funny because I was actually reading an article about Facebook and how they're just rocking and rolling. Check out this chart, guys. This is one of my biggest holdings in my own account. 231, bang it up to 236 and change. I did sell some the other day at 226 or so a little bit of a missed opportunity, but Facebook, wowzers to the upside, nothing but cash money there. Oxy right now, guys, we're short 21.60. Why isn't my charts changing? We're short 21.64 right now and getting out at this 50 level. Not sure what's going to happen. If it breaks it, look out below, and then we'll have another big winner for you on board right now. But CCL, guys, we're short 23.98. Check out this short. I wish I never got blown out yesterday in the pre-market because this would have been a hell of a lot bigger spot. I loved it short at 23. Of course, I love it even more at 24. That 23 short, by the way, was cash money as well. Wow, there goes Oxy, guys. What a break. Bang! We smile again. This day is just hot fire, Neil. Wow.
Yeah, and coming into play is another one of Brennan's looks here. IZEA, we have orders for a 2-even break. This one's coming off heavily. DGLY with another volatility halt. So the halts are all over the place. You always want to make sure you go to this little halt page. We talked about it in our video. If you haven't checked out our volatility halt video, do go ahead and do that. Today, we're premiering one on news halts. But here, Digital Ally, limit up, down. That just means volatility. So in 3 minutes or so, it should open back up. We'll work out of the rest of the shares at that point. Halted to the upside, and we are long in DGLY. But IZEA is going to try to approach that 2-even mark. I also mentioned in the pre-market, make sure you're tuning in at 9 o'clock for us, guys. We give some of these levels. If we can hold 2-even and get a bounce back to the upside, I would look to go long off that base as well. For now, I'm hunting for that short on a 2-even break on IZEA. I will throw out the position board. People have been asking about it, so let's throw it on here for you guys to quickly see what we're working with. Long DGLY just got that break at 589. Also have the short still on SQBG here at 59 cents. And that Taylor brand short, 172. That's 20 cents in the money. I want a break of 150, and I want the rest out in the 140s for about a 30-cent win on Taylor brands. The first short was better, but the second one, not too shabby either.
Yeah, not too shabby. We're getting out of a lot of these positions right now, guys, as it's just been a monster trading day here. We don't have to keep talking about that. Follow me on Twitter, guys, if you haven't yet. Here we go. What am I at now? 2,200. So let's see if we can't get a little bit more. Tweeting out a few things here. The Oxy trade, tweeting out some key names here. The Hertz trade, CCL trade. So let's get going and follow us on Twitter, guys. All of us have accounts. Brendan, he's back.
Naked Brands, guys. NAKD, another one doing significant volume today. 50% to the upside. Keeps breaking $1. This is $1 right here. So we've been above, we've been back below, we're back above now. Look at the volume coming in on the buy side, though, for NAKD as well, guys.
Naked Brands, yeah. What about Cody? Someone asked me the other day on Cody here. I talked about it. You got to have it break 550. And if you were watching yesterday, and again, I forgot who tweeted at me and asked for my opinion. Here's that 550 break. And then, yeah, welcome to 75 cents all the way to the top side there. You may not want to hold this one. The Kardashian effect might not last too long. Ask her 4 husbands. But okay.
Hertz back open here. If it can hold below 460 was the last halt price. If it can get back below that one, it might be the first short. Those halts back to the upside, but it's literally just holding here.
Look at that
massive bid at 460. If that breaks, I'll take a shot here.
Yeah, it's gone. Okay, we'll get out of Hertz and bang that one out. Nice little trade there. We go to the moon with Hertz today. Big trading happening on that stock. We might go short in just another shares, a little bit of shares right now. We'll go short through 450 if we can get it, but you can't even get the short now. Obviously, you have to pay.
Just got some at 44 there, so I chased it all the way down. I tried to get 60 break. I tried to get the 50 break. I don't get anything until 444. You just got to be aggressive with these to the downside. Now, getting some 10-cent wins here. See how far we can go. Take a few legs off. See if it retests 4 even. Hertz, such a great party, but I don't want to get distracted. DJLY is going to open up any second, and I've been caught trading 4 or 5 stocks at once. You get a reopen. You got to be watching it if you want to get out. So if it opens above 6, we'll hold on to it. If it opens below that halt price of 593, we'll just probably take it off right away. Tailored brands, floss it off. There's a 30-cent win. We'll review that one in just a second. $1.72 short, just got out at 142. So second leg of that one, pretty good as well here, guys. But Hertz, bouncing a little bit. I might want to take the rest of these shares off. It's looking stronger than I anticipated.
Yeah, we're going to hold on to our Hertz shares short, and we're just going to wait to see what does happen. It could break through 450 here, of course, and then we'll get out if that does happen. And here it goes, straight to the upside. There it is, 450. We're short Hertz. We're going to wait to see what this stock wants to do on the upside now. I don't know if it's going to halt again. We'll see. We just took some 48 short there as well, so we'll see. There it goes, right back to the upside. So Hertz just bouncing around. Let's not throw amazing money after this stock right now. We've already crushed it, so let's just wait to see what Hertz wants to do now, guys.
Yeah, and every now it's going to happen to you. Keystroke error on DGLY, and it's going to look. It's going to cost me there instead of getting out and just only getting out and then taking a quick break long and doing the little scalp trade. I reversed double the long position and then just had to cover because it couldn't hold $6, guys. So we said if it couldn't hold 6, we'd immediately get out. Did do that. Caught a break. Double in and then have to take 20 cents out. So we end up down on Digital Ally when it actually might even go here, guys. So I was trying to give it back to that 586. Once it broke below that pre-market high, that's an out for me. We're going to get shaken out of that trade. But most of the problem was that we doubled in and had more shares than we wanted, not allowing us to do the hold. So Digital Ally tried to make the move to the upside. You are seeing potentially it come back in here. A failure at this price, we could be seeing 530 rather quickly. I'm noticing here Hertz back below that 450 mark. That could be a short again, but Boeing was one that I was sort of mentioning here. It's trying to pull back. It couldn't break that 215 mark I was looking at for another break to the downside. So for the time being, I'm not doing anything with Boeing. 225 is the next level. That could be a break to the upside, but otherwise I want a 215 breakdown on Boeing.
Okay, yeah, we have that Hertz shares short. Good look on Boeing there. That one's coming back. A lot of these names coming back. Look at WLL, guys. We're short $2.66, and that one is a banger. We've been giving you that one. We even reloaded this one, so hopefully you guys are short whiting with me here as well. Big trades happening all over the place for us today. We've given some back in Hertz there, trying to short this 450, but maybe next time it goes through, we'll short it and we'll get one of those breaks again. The craziness may be done on this name, but I still like a 450 break. Let's see if that one can't come through one more time. We'll try it one more time if it does go, though, guys. That's Hertz through 450. Everything else is cash. CCL right now, that's $1.25 in the money. Oxy's 20 cents in the money. Whiting is 32 cents in the money. And Uber's 5 cents in the money. So basically, we just got to go back to Hertz and see if we can't continue to crush this.
Yeah, I'm going to get you back to Taylor just so we can wrap this trade up. Like we talked about here, we got some out in front of VWAP, 172, shorting nearly the top. So we'll give it a perfect, even though we're 3 cents away from the top. And on the bottom side, we get out at 142 for a 30-cent win. And it actually goes to 135. But I did mention I didn't anticipate it going back to 125 on this move. I'd be a little bit surprised if it didn't at least bounce higher before testing that low. But it is 10 o'clock, and a lot has happened. But we still need to go to Brendan for happening now.
Hey guys, yeah, 10 o'clock, just seeing a wholesale inventory number out in the U.S. there, 0.3% versus a 0.4% increase, so a little bit better than expected. There's also a JOLTS jobs number that was going to be out here at 10 o'clock. We'll get to that in a second, but let's have a look at North American markets here. Yeah, to the downside today, right across the board, we are pretty negative. S&P 1.2%. You can see the Dow leading 1.5% in negative territory. NASDAQ holding up a little bit better. We've seen this kind of leading to the downside or showing some weakness over the past couple of days, even with the rest of the market higher. So a little bit of a reversal in stories today. The Russell, 1.7% in negative territory. You can see TSX here in Toronto, about 1%. Down in Brazil, they're in negative territory as well. 1.6% to the downside. Let's have a look at a couple of things moving around here. Air Canada was higher yesterday. Really nice run up into the close yesterday. We got to 23.50. Big flush down today. We're back below 21. Down about 10% for Air Canada. Apparently, they've been notified by the UK that they might be able to start flying again into the UK, but not yet, but coming. The next one here, banks also weak here in Toronto. TD down 1.5%, 65.70, all the way down to $64. Bit of a bounce right now for TD, but also RY here, Royal Bank also in negative territory, sitting at 95, guys. So banks are weak, energy stocks are weak. Some of the cannabis names, as I mentioned, though, showing a little bit of strength. Overall, bit of a red day so far. Back over to you guys.
Week again is Hertz, guys. Back through that 440. I took 36s all the way, chasing it down. 42, 425 will take some out here. It continues to just go southbound on Hertz. We reload the coffee. We reload the shorts. It is what it is. This party keeps going.
Let's go, guys. We're short 452 on Hertz right now. So we're taking it out for 30 cents once again, guys. Close to another 10% name on that one. Look at Uber, guys. Bang this one out as well. What up, Valeria? Hopefully I didn't spill the coffee there. Yeah, that's a good one. You got to watch out there, Valeria. Thank you, my friend. Okay, right to the downside. Cheers for this one. We don't have to worry too much about any of our positions right now. Uber right now, 28 pennies in the money. Oh yeah, remember that Oxy trade, guys, that I was pounding the table on? Yeah, this one down now 70 cents in the money. Our CCL, we still have it. You know, Rob, let's just go and update our board here. Robert Lucas, great job on that one today, guys. Here he comes back, you know, same positions, but I just want to update it. If you're new to our show, welcome aboard. We do this every day. Not to this, I mean, sometimes to this success. Look at CCL, $1.50 in the money. Look at Hertz, 20 cents in the money. What else do we have? Oxy, 53 cents in the money. And Uber, 29. So right now, a couple long, one long, all the rest shorts right now, and they're just cashing in. Let's see how far this train can keep going, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about this market here is you're at 66 million shares for Hertz. Haven't even looked at GNUS, which has done 13 million. In and out has been the name of the game for me, just booking all of the profits as they come. And then GNUS here, if it breaks 415, I think we got another leg to the downside. This one's been coming off for a couple of days now, and you can see how harsh it's been. The shorts have been good, whether you got them later on in the session. It made this move through the bottom yesterday at 515. This would be the same type of low, so watch for a 415 break on GNUS. Shady, let's go back to you at the desk.
Another little one, guys, going crazy. PLM, little mining stock, just halted 163% to the upside. Look at the volume behind this as well. 200 times relative volume on this name, just halted. PLM, guys.
And this is why we love Brendan. We go short here, CCL, once again through 50 break, and just start cashing that out. So if you're seeing some different moves in that one, that is why. Okay, Oxy, wow, just keeps going downside. This name is a big one here. 70 cents now in the money. We're short 21.73. I don't know, we gave this one to you. This is why you want to rewind in the pre-market and see everything that we're doing, because once again, a big trade. What did we just get hit on there? CCL down to 35. So we're short here, 22.45 now. We just get filled out there, 35. So we're almost out of this trade finally. So that's a big, big win here. CCL, look at this short, guys, $24. Shout out to Bear Bull Traders. We go back and forth with those guys on these trades. And yeah, I've just been smoking them. So yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, hit that like, hit that subscribe, guys. The show is going to be back every single day. As long as there's a market open, we will be here. We take U.S. holidays, even though we're located here in Canada. Join the club, guys. Let's get to 40,000 subscribers. We have a premiere coming today. We have a market wisdom page. Valeria, why don't you drop that off? And yow, guys, today's market is crazy. Look at Nikola, NKLA.
Yeah, halt again.
Yeah, we talked. Oh, it's halted right now. We talked. Yeah, okay, 57. Wow. I talked about it taking out 91. That didn't happen. And then we go right down. Talk about getting chopped in half since the pre-market. I don't know. We're going to throw to Brendan and just take off some of these monsters, guys.
Just watching Genius Brands here, guys. GNUS CEO out with a statement in response to a short seller comment on the company today. So they actually released a statement replying to that. But sitting right here at day lows, 420 for GNUS, down 18%, guys.
Yeah, we just would have mentioned that one through 415, which was a pre-market bottom. The low right now, 420, and you guys keep making that a level. It's just one of these things here. 420 is a opening range bottom. 415 is a pre-market low where I'm going to grab the short if it breaks that price on GNUS. We just got the locates. We're going to be all over that when it opens back up. I'm still only in that SQBG. It needs to break 45 for me to take any more shares off of that one. Otherwise, we're going to ride and sit pretty on that name there. IZEA bounced once. It tried to break this 2 even. It's only a little dark pool wick down here. We're going to see if we can't get it on a real break of 2 even on IZEA. It's on 50 million shares, so participating in the party quite nicely. If it bounces from here, watch along through about 230, 235.
And guys, here goes Oxy. We have this short. You guys already know all about this one. Wow, just breaks through, guys. This is going to be like a $1 winner here on Oxy, hopefully soon. So we'll wait to see if that one wants to come through. Take a little bit more short here, breaking through 21. Let's just keep this party going. Wow, on Oxy, downside to say the least. Let's get some out at 90 and bang, there it is. Big wins, guys. This is $1 now in the money on Oxy. Plus we take some more. So yeah, to say we're on fire here with some fireworks is a misstatement, because that's exactly what we're doing. Hertz right now, 26-cent winner. We've got that short through 450. Uber's a 40-cent winner. How about them apples? Oxy right now, big trade. Oxy all the way down. We just re-shorted this one, guys. Wow, what a day here, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you like it. This has been huge. And I told you guys right away this was going to be a big day. So I hope you're having fun with us as well.
Watch out for NEO, guys. 620 double top coming back in here. We've seen this one pull back, bounce off VWAP before. Haven't looked at NEO outside of the original break until now. I'm looking for a bounce off 6. We'll get out if 6 breaks. Start picking some shares up when it gets down to 05, 04, and then work that long in front of 6 even. Watch out for NEO here, guys. We like this one. It's actually only up 1.7% despite that big move to the upside there, and the market's actually holding the top. So I like NEO in front of 6 even. No reversal short for me, but I do believe we have our good friend once again, lead foe 2, Brendan, at the desk.
We've been talking about this one as well, guys, over the past couple of days. Been on a tear. FMCI, they picked up a plant-based food company. This is going back to the end of last week, but still going here, up another 10% here for FMCI. We went from 12 to 14 yesterday. We're up to 15.75 now for FMCI, guys.
Okay, Hertz, we'll take off a 30-penny winner. Okay, we're still holding some, but we just... Bang, it goes again. I need a new word, man, because we're just banging this thing out too much. We've been punching every single stock in the face today. We're short CCL now, huge. We're short Hertz now, huge. We're short Oxy now. This is at day's low right now. That's a huge trade. And we just took off some... Wow, Uber for the win today, guys. Check out Uber. We did get blown out off the top here, but we short some more. And now, hello, big time win downside now on Uber. Oops, look where we are short, guys. We're short 37.04 right up here on Uber. So big win happening right now. Let's take some of this off. We're at our highest spot we've been at all day right now. So congratulations if you've just mimicked every single trade I've had so far today. You may be having your best day. I have no idea, but we're not short Nikola. We should have been. Remember I paid $50 for 100 shares? Yeah, that would have paid off, but did not go short yet. That could have paid off a lot, but we don't have it, so we'll move on from that one.
Yeah, definitely paid off shorting SQBG here. Just took a few more shares off at 43 cents. 58 short. Actually, check that 59 short. We'll get that out at 43. Again, we do think this has a shot to get back down to at least somewhere close to a quarter, which is what it was yesterday, a phone call back in the day anyways. So look, if we can catch that kind of a winner on it, we've already put on the nice trade there. There's been no significant pullback outside of this 1 to 55, so no reloads for us yet. I would consider one in front of 50, but at this point, that's looking like it's over 10% away on a retracement. So if it breaks 40 cents, we'll see if we can double on that one and get a 50% move to the downside on SQBG. The news when Brennan talked about this one was literally that that management took a 30% pay cut, and this stock was up 200% at one point. Shorts don't come easier than that. It makes no sense. You got to short those puppies when you can, and it was free to do it. Now let's get some upgrades and downgrades with Brennan.
Hey guys, yeah, upgrades and downgrades time. Interesting moves once again today on this list. We'll have a look at a few of them here in a second if we can get to it. There we go. Dick's Sporting Goods, 2% to the downside. Couple of upgrades on that name today. eBay, going to show you that one in a second. Nice move off of the open. There's Oxy, 15%. Yeah, but a couple of upgrades on Oxy so far today. Zynga, and then Chevron over here. Everything to the downside. Even Disney, 2.5% on a downgrade. Hasbro as well, getting hit a little bit after a couple of downgrades. So there's eBay. Nice look through this 48.75 area. Was a bit of a resistance level right at the close yesterday. Got taken out right at the open. Not a huge move, but worth a look if you were trading eBay or happened to be trading eBay. Let's go over to the next one here. Yeah, Disney, new lows on the day here for Disney. Couple of downgrades on this today. Held 125.50 down to 123.50 for Disney. Guys, back over to you.
Back down. GNUS just broke the low of day. 420 went, 415 went. That's what we triggered in, getting some shares out in front of 4. And then if that goes, I mean, GNUS could really start to flush. So I'm working some out for the quick 10-cent scalp. We get a break of 4 even. We're going to make sure we have at least half our position on is market. Look, market doing nothing. Some of these stocks still continuing to head to the downside. Hertz now through $4 again, and GNUS about to follow.
Yeah, I mean, Neil's hitting the nail on the head here. We're short Hertz. We've been short this name. We've been short since 452 on a break of 4 here. We're going to get out if it does break back above. We let that thing go, and we're going to wait to see what it wants to do now back through 4. Again, we did short a bit more here, 95, so we're going to wait to see. This has been a destruction day of a stock here for us, needless to say. So let's just wait to see. I still think it probably has... Yeah, it looks like it's pegged to $4 here. Like, we're going to just wait to see what it wants to do back and forth through 4. Very similar to what it was doing up here at 450. So here's 4. It's going to blow through it, I would think, right now. I'm going to stay away after this last attempt. We're just going to wait to see what, there it goes, it doesn't break. So we're going to wait to see what it does on Hertz right now to the downside. Uber just keeps on tanking for us. We did take some double outs here. As you see, there's some consolidation down here. But here it goes. Bye-bye, Uber. And we're going to put on this little Uber call here because I'm going to wait for an Uber ride after the show. I'm not really, my car's downstairs, but hey Uber, what's up, buddy? Come pick us up because right now we just cashed in on that stock. So Uber, wow, still making moves downside here. And there goes Hertz again. Let's see if it, well, there it goes. It's trying to see if it breaks through 4. Thought it did break there, but it didn't. So there it goes, straight to the upside there. Hertz, I told you guys it would break right away there. We get out at 04 on that break. So Hertz right now, we'll be done with that stock, but it's been a cash money kind of day today on Trader TV Live. Hope you're enjoying it, guys. Valeria, what up?
Hey Sean, and hello everyone. Guys, great news. Our merch is available for you now. You can find it right under this video or at our homepage in the store. We will be expanding our collection, so please check it out and write in the comments what you would like us to make next. And of course, guys, please support with thumbs ups and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you later. Back to the traders.
There's a break of GNUS, so under $4 seems like a theme here. Big time breakout. We got 413 to the short side on that one. Just took some out at 96, so quick little 17-cent scalp. We still got just about 40% of the position on, but I'm going to continue to work this one. We thought 350 could be the next stop. Brendan, you got something else for us? Great call.
Yeah, here we go. Missed, guys, on the NASDAQ coming back in hard as well. It's still up 30%. We were talking about that SQBG, the CEO, some directors taking a pay cut. This is another one that same story. CEO said he'd take a pay cut, and that's the only news today. And we're up 30% still, but coming in back in pretty hard, guys.
I feel like they're just making this stuff up as they go. It's ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. We did get a trigger there in Boeing, a little bit of a late trigger on this break to the downside. And again, you know, it went in the money for me in a 215 break, about $1. Yesterday, I didn't take profits on Boeing in both directions. I got way too greedy. So the theme of the day is if I do get a break of the low, I'm going to take it out there and look for a re-entry point. Again, liquidity is so good. 20 million shares Boeing's done. It's a $200 stock, so you can't hesitate to take profit because it's not that hard to get back into position on this one, guys. So I'm going to be getting out 217. Check that. 216.50 is my stop. Had that one already thrown in. We're looking for a break of the low of the day, and then we'll get out on that momentum in Boeing here. Short side first time.
Yeah, I just tweeted this out here, guys, and it's our boy Shaq. You know, he's part of Carnival. I think it's Carnival anyways. I don't know, one of them. But here's Shaquille O'Neal here just cruising along. Maybe he's shorted with us, Carnival, because we just got out of that. So follow me on Twitter, at TraderTV, Sean. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, send me messages. Guys, it's hard for me to respond. I do respond after the show. Hard to respond during the show as we have real capital at work here, and we're trying to host something called a trading show here. So hopefully we can get back to you guys when that does come through. But Carnival, yeah, today's just been destruction. You can see at the bottom, I don't have any negative stocks today. Well, actually I do, and one is called Macy's. And the craziest thing about Macy's is this is my big short here at $10. Gets blown out, and now look where we are. Brendan, this is unbelievable, $9.55. I hate making the call, and then we just put our stop probably literally at the high of the day, most likely. I'll have to find out where I got printed, but that's not a good wick there for me all the way out. That could have just elevated our day through the roof. It's already been a fantastic day, but Macy's could have made it even that much better if we didn't get squeezed out there. Little trade here. We went long at 94 and out at 10, but that doesn't matter. Now we'll wait to see if we get a move back to the upside. Right now, just have two positions on. Uber, 55 cents in the money. We've just captured that out. 10% left on this, and CCL about to come out through 22.50. Wickens, what up?
Party City, guys, you had a big move to the upside yesterday in the morning on this one. We're getting flushed down here pretty hard on Party City. Earnings on this name on Friday morning before the market opens. PRTY getting hit pretty hard here, guys.
0 for 1 on Boeing as we get stopped out of that one. I'm going to look for re-entries on Boeing at some point. I do think we can peg it like we did yesterday. Just have to watch out for NEO as well. Broke the 6 even. Triggered me in a short here at 99. I'm going to work this one. You know, the long in front never actually came in. There wasn't the consolidation I was looking for. It literally slammed down to that 6 mark. So I don't like taking things when there's a bit of a slam down. The stock moves a penny at a time. slammed down about 3 or 4 cents in one shot. So I'm going to grab the short here, NEO, on that momentum, giving it to about 606, 607. First time short in NEO today. We're still in GNUS. Watch out for the pullback here. I'm giving it to 420. Yeah, you can laugh all you guys want, but 420 was a level legitimately on this stock. Certainly, so I'm going to get out at 420 break. We got nearly the bottom here at 85 for about a 30-cent win. So if I risk 7 cents on the last 25% of the position, no problem there. But it's a hard stop at 420. Not going to let it pass that price, guys, as you snicker in the back.
Okay. Guys, yeah, big show here as we go. I'm looking to get into something else again somewhere. So we're going to wait to see what it is. Oh, yeah, that's what we talked about. We said we'd look at Nikola. So NKLA here. Come on, it's a NASDAQ stock, Sean. NKLA, we're going to look at that one on our other charts as well. Back up to $63 and change. We have a 3-minute chart up here. Pivot point, roughly 62.50. That's kind of right where we're at now. What about if we break through this? You might say $66. Let's try, maybe we'll try a little bit of 65 or 66 here on Nikola. The better trade, I think, though, is up here. Once we can get through sort of this 68, 69 break. I don't mind that on this stock. But again, I mean, these stocks with, no earnings and just crazy names tend to get going.
But they got a pickup truck, Sean.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if they have earnings. That's the problem. We'll find out more about Nikola. I did want to check out on Space here today. Up that 10% yesterday, down 4 today. So yeah, some of these sort of hero stocks not really doing too much, but we will look to. I'm going to get into Nikola at some point, guys. Let me just do some more work and find a spot for you.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Nikola is it could be a breakthrough 66, 70, but then is it a breakthrough 69? I feel like, sorry, 68, but 75 eventually at some point. It's like, if it breaks a couple of backs to the short side, I'd almost like that better in some way. But also, look, it's 10:20. I'm only involved in one of these ones today, and I think Brendan's going to talk about it right now. So let's go to our small cap recap.
Hey guys, yeah, small cap time. Few opportunities in small cap world today. We'll have a look at SQBG up more than 100% in the pre-market, 65 cents on this thing. All kinds of volume, all kinds of liquidity. You can size up to the moon on this thing because it's really not moving a lot. I was expecting it to be a little bit whippy back and forth, but it's really not moving a lot. Very controlled move to the downside once it did put in this low initially, and then we got a pop into the open and then a flush back down to 40 cents. So you could have all kinds of size in this thing. 55 and then 65 cents here to the top side. It's kind of struggling around 40. There's a buyer that keeps refreshing around 40, but all kinds of opportunities this morning on SQBG to the downside for that one. IZEA, the one we were talking about in the pre-market here, 270 was the top. I said long through that. And then I want to see it below this $2. If we get below $2 and start consolidating here, then I'll look for the short. Otherwise, I'm hands off on IZEA. Still doing decent volume, though. Just a bit of a grind to the downside. And yeah, Hertz definitely a small cap to the downside, obviously, today. So much opportunity. $4.80, $5, and then $5.50 above that. Huge flush off the open. You could have taken that 2 or 3 times. And then that secondary move down towards 4 ended up holding 4. We're back to the upside now on Hertz. So lots of volume, lots of liquidity, and lots of opportunities in small cap world today, guys. Back over to you.
Macy's makes me sick as I look at Macy's on a bigger time frame there. Man, we had a lot of shares there and could have made some money on that Macy's trade. Obviously, it falls through. Yeah, big video premiere. Thanks for talking about that, Valeria and Brendan. We do have that coming out at 12 o'clock, followed by Red, White, and Bloom. Let's check it out now. rwb.cn. We do have, I believe it's a CEO, isn't it, Brendan? Yeah, so they're coming on today. Red, White, and Bloom, just a reverse takeovers, a symbol, RTO the other day. So we're going to wait to see what it's doing today. 455,000 shares. If you're in the cannabis space, we'll hit it for you right here. You may want to check out RWB because they may have some opportunities for you to trade on that one. Yeah, there he is. Let's blow that up. CCL. Just to give you guys an update here, we did go our last short at 22.47, cashed them all out. We didn't get any out at 22, too busy celebrating. It gets out here at 22.25, and then our last 10% out for flat. So we're going to see if CCL wants to go back upside. The only trade we have on right now is a baby 10% Uber short. So we're going to wait to see what it does here on VWAP. I don't believe this tick happens. So if we're going to get out here 36.75 out of the last little bit, which will be a 30-cent winner. So that's Uber. Let's see if it can fall back down. Maybe we short it off VWAP. Let's go.
Yeah, Nikola is making that move to the upside. It could give you that 68 break. I do also like 75 at some point if it makes another test through that price. Luckin Coffee's been on the move, but I haven't mentioned it too much here, guys. It is trying to get back to the downside here below VWAP. I like this one probably in front of 450. We'll catch a 430 break to the downside. Give that one to 450. So very similar to what I was looking at GNUS. Only guys. It's not the low of the day. We're breaking short at 430 on Luckin Coffee.
Hey guys, your boy's in Nikola right now, so we've got 68.50s long. So we're gonna wait to see what does happen on this one. Just resists that 69 break there. Nikola long right now, 68.50. We're gonna give it back down here, man. Maybe $6 or so of room. We'll see what happens on this one as it just continues to go upside there. Was just $1 in the money, but this thing, the way this thing flashes around, yeah, I don't know. We might get out some here, 71 and change if it wants to give it to us. Not sure that's gonna happen. There is a little bit of bunch action here. So we'll probably get out here, then maybe go long again, 74, if the action does so persist. But right now, Nikola to the upside. I may just get out if it breaks down below here, actually, 65. So we'll wait to see. This trade still has some work to do. But Nikola, we're going to see if we can get out at 71, 72, if that's possible. Otherwise, a little live trade here, 65 and change. So here we go. Let's go, Nikola. Can you get up through 70 once again? A nice little dollar winner right now, guys. Dollar on Nikola, but obviously those of you guys that are trading this want a little bit more. So let's wait to see. Maybe we could take out half and let the rest ride. Let's wait to see as we go upside, breaking through 70. I'm glad we gave this one to you. I gave it to you through a 68 break. Now you're in the money, $1.50. So congratulations. Hopefully you're able to take some of this out and we can cash in together here, guys. Nice trade on Nikola.
Yeah, watching American Airlines bounce back here. Keep in mind, AAL is going to be short sell restricted. It is down over 10%. So on this bounce to the upside, if you are a short trader, you might want to be getting in that way as opposed to trying to hammer it on the downside. But bit of a double bottom got put in here. 1760, low of day off the open. Just did it again. It's trying to climb above VWAP here. I'm looking for an 1840 to 1850 area break before thinking anything long on American Airlines. If it gets through there, we're going to go long. But I'm going short here in front of VWAP with a reversal at 1840, guys.
And guys, there it is again. You're welcome. There it is, guys. Nikola right there, a quick $3. We take some out right where we said we would, 71. Let's see what happens now as we go more to the upside now on Nikola. We're out of 2/3 of our position for a nice little winner. We slap our face here because we're not really sure what's going on here. Well, we're sure, but this stock just going nuts here. We'll wait. We'll get out of the last third down here at 65 if it does break down, but we're going to hold the rest, see if we can't continue to get the winners. Man, everything today, Nikola, Uber, Oxy, WLL, Hertz, CCL, I mean, it's just been such a big day. What up, Brendan?
Another one here, guys. Workhorse starting to go a little bit. Just got alerted to this on a volume spike. Workhorse through day highs, big volume spike, 10% for this name. Back above, or not above 350, but 350 next stop for this one, guys.
And breakout to the upside now happening on Boeing. So this is why you got to get out on that little bottom. It does not take out the low. You got to cover and have some kind of a stop or you take a huge hit there. I'm looking still at 225 is going to be resistance for me. But if we consolidate at VWAP, could be a nice secondary bounce play to the upside before you get to that leg. I want to get you guys back to GNUS. We are still in this one. We are still in the money. It pounced back up, holding 415. That was our entry on a 415 break to the downside. Just got triggered. Finally, IZEA breaks, not IDEX, IZEA breaks that $2 mark. Waited for that one all morning long. Got slipped to 98. That's not a bad entry price, to be honest with you. We'll take some out, little 5-cent scalp, 10 cents. I am looking at the pre-market bottom of 180. That gives us sort of round 10% number. We'll take most of it out in front of there, probably half, and then see how far it can go to the downside. IZEA is up 50%. Couple of parabolic moves to the upside, lots of gap to retrace. Waited for that 2-even break. 220 was okay. We like 2 even better. Now involved in that one to the short side. IZEA already in the money, already taking some profit.
Yeah, guys, I'm tweeting these out, guys. These names Hertz right now. Just getting going here. Well, we can still continue to talk. There goes Boeing. Oh, I didn't get in. Oh, no, 221.50. There's the break on 221.50. We like that name, not in, so we're going to wait on that one. But Nikola right now going back to 70, 70, 50. I mean, look, guys, Boeing, whatever. What am I going to do? Take a $1 winner? That would be nice. But right now, this is $2 plus on Nikola. So we're going to wait to see. Obviously, it doesn't tick up as high as 80. I don't know where to get out out, man. Maybe we'll get out some at 75 if it does come up here. We're out of 2/3 up here at $70.50. That's right where it is right now. We took that $2 profit. Now we'll wait to see here what it wants to do back upside. Breaking through 74 would be real nice. When that does happen, we're into some halt areas now. So maybe you get back up to 80. So let's just wait to see. Nikola through 70. We are going to dump the last third if it breaks through 65. Look, if not, you want to take your profit, you can. But it's been definitely a fun stock today. And yeah, welcome, guys. If it's your first time, hit that like, hit that subscribe. As you've been seeing, Neil been hitting those small caps. I've been destroying basically everything. So we'll wait to see. Come back every day, guys. What's up, Brandon?
A couple of downgrades in the cloud space today, guys. This one, though, very strong. Cloudera, 4.8% to the upside. Did gap down with the overall market. 980 down here held. We're at 1060 now, straight higher for CLDR, guys.
Yeah, just quickly looking here at Cloudera, we actually have locates on that one. If it ever starts to roll over, we'll have a look here at that name. I wanted to get back to Digital Ally. It made a second move to the upside before turning over at $7. So first big sell action since the opening where it halted has come in. So watch out below if 6 even were to break to the downside. I'm also liking 670, this little range right here where the move started. I like the short in front of that price. Just don't give it to the high of the day. At least I'm not going to give it to the high of the day. I haven't put the position board on in a while, so we'll quickly update that one for you. We do have American. We talked about that one, short in front of VWAP. It's in the money 13 cents or so. I'll get some out in front of 18 even and then hold the rest. GNUS, we're still short at 413. That's at 4. We've already taken a 30-cent win on that one. Didn't get a reload opportunity. IZEA on a 20 break. We got 198 short. The only short that is not working for me right now is NEO. That could stop me out here. Shorted a 6 even break, added to it at 04s, but this one doesn't seem like it wants to go. If it breaks 07, we're just going to have to get out of that one. It's not going to work out for us here. But now looking at Digital Ally in front of 670 to the short side here. Brandon, what do you got for us?
If you have electric vehicle in your name, you're higher today, I think. Outside of Tesla, Tesla's lower. But this one, Solo, another one, 68% here. They apparently have begun the search once again for a site for a possible manufacturing facility for their electric vehicles. So $3 got tagged. A bit of a pullback here. 67% for Solo, guys.
They're all up. They're all the way up, apparently.
Guys, thanks for all the love there on the chat. And yeah, I mean, it has been a great day. And thank you for the talk there on Hertz. Hertz has been just a monster trade for me today. You know, we go short. I mean, look at this. We're just short right off the open. We started early. I was scared because yesterday we got blown out way too early. Too many shares short on Hertz. But we did have a 5 million share imbalance, right? 7 million actually. And today there was no such thing. So we shorted all the way here. We believed in ourselves through 480. The best part was we took longs. All of these reds was us getting out of our long here after we realized it was going to halt. So we did go long again. All these reds is getting out of long. And then in here, and then there we go. Like, look where we got out at the top, 460. Then in here, you're seeing more shorts. I don't know if you guys can see this, but anything that's purple, that down tick, those are shorts, right? Again, my chart changed back to blue. I got to switch greens. A green should be buys. I'm going to switch that actually right now. And again, our charting allows you to do this. See, execution by color. So I'm going to switch on this. I'm going to switch it to green. So maybe make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. I don't know if that makes it any easier or not. Does it? But now we go back.
Does.
Let me know, guys, if you guys like the green or the blue on here. Let me know. But
I think we can answer that question pretty safely. Money be green. We like it green.
Well,
and speaking of that, IZEA was a fantastic breakthrough too. Just got some out there at $1.85. So again, headed towards that low of day. Want to make sure we still have half our position. If it breaks 180, I'm not talking about the pre-market lows. I'm talking about this little level here. It did have 150 as a print, so let's ignore that for a while. If 180 breaks, I will still have half the position on. I want to get you to American Airlines as well. That short in front of VWAP. Decent one so far. We did scalp a 15-cent win there. I'm going to tighten this one up. If it can't get anywhere down towards this low of the day at 1770 after breaking 18, I'm not giving it to 1840 at that point. I'm going to tighten that stop up all the way to 1830. So that way, no matter what, it can't turn into a losing trade for us here on American Airlines.
Yeah, everyone liking green. Neil, they're with you on that one. And talk about green. Hello, the lucky frog. I see you guys there, Eric. You're always, where we are, you're always about that lucky frog. And look what's happening. Hey, lucky frog, do you like Nikola? I don't even know what Nikola is. Neither do I, but who cares? We are long right now, 68.56 on Nikola. So right now, nice little $3 plus winner given to you by myself and the lucky frog. I talked about Nikola going through right now, $74. Where's the next stop? I don't know. We're also long Facebook right now, busting through 237.50. That's a 20 penny winner. Brendan, don't slow me down, baby, but I'm gonna throw it to you anyways. What's up?
Another one here, guys. Love Sack, Love Sack. They make those big giant bean bags that you can throw in your living room, and it's like the same size as the person. This thing blew out earnings. So earnings pre-market this morning, we went from $20 to $30 now, up 50% for Love, guys.
I love that Love Sack, and I also love this Nikola because right now we are hella long, and here's that 74 level that we called. So like I said, guys, it doesn't matter what kind of a stock you are. When we start looking at it, you're in trouble. Oh, maybe we break this 72.50. Let's put an order to get out. I just saw a big size there, 72.50. Let's get out if it breaks that. We'll put $5 in our pocket and smoke it. Let's go, Nikola. Big trade, guys. Hope you had that.
Watch out, Oxy on the way back up 22 even break could be in the cards here. Look, you're talking about the NQ still in positive territory at the top end here, but you're getting some nice bounce back on a few names. Boeing was one of them off the bottom. You're watching Oxy break through VWAP. So as much as American hasn't been able to break through, that's still in the money for us, 25 pennies. I'm looking at 22 even break upside on Occidental. Next stop would be that 23 mark, of course. If it gets back below VWAP, watch a 21.35 short side trade on Oxy, but 22 break certainly in the cards here.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, Facebook. So there we go. Once again, another banger there. We take it out just ahead of 238. The high is 92. I think we got 89s on that one. So nice little trade there. Needless to say, on Facebook, we have 40% left. We've already cashed it out high side on this one. Look, I mean, just another one. I mean, I don't know, guys. What else can we do? If you let me know we can do anything better for you. Right now, I have, guess how many fills? I'm going to give it to you anyways. 154 fills today and no negative stocks. The only, well, we do. That's a lie. The only negative stock is this Macy's, but I love the idea that we had short. Now we're way in the money, but we're flat because we got wicked out at the high of the day. So here we go. Oh, by the way, Facebook, you just broke 238. So there it is. Code word today, cash. So there we go. The code word today is cash because here we go. Just another 60-cent winner brought to you by yours truly. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. If you haven't already, tell me what we can do to get you to hit that button because if it's winners you need, it's winners we have.
Yeah, I'm not. Someone just asked on the chat there, are you looking at any, or when to go long in Hertz? I'm not looking at any longs, particularly in Hertz. If you had to, and if you have direct market access and you wanted like a scalp type trade that might make you some money, watch for a break of about 470. That's your best bet. I think it probably runs into resistance at 5, but I'm actually looking for another breakdown at some point here at 425 on Hertz. So if it ever gets to that price and breaks down, I'm going to be shorting again in Hertz. Otherwise, you're probably waiting until 475 even. Either one of those for us right now. Still involved, all short. Only Neo is against me. If it breaks 6 again, we'll start taking some profit on that one. Brendan, what do you got for us, bud?
So officially a trend, guys. Here is another one. CETX had a monster offering announced in the pre-market, and look at this move, 57%. On huge volume to the upside. Just broke 330 day highs there for CETX, guys.
And guys, it's food salad time. I mean, why not? Right here, guys. Well, we're just going to be chilling out for a bit and relax. What's your favorite food? You can let me know. It is now officially fruit salad time as we go. Today's fruit salad looks like it's brought to you by blueberries as we go, guys. Blueberries. Get your blueberries while they're nice and in season right now because we're just chilling out because Facebook here, as we just can see on the chart here, ding, 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 ding. Nice when you buy low and sell higher. So right now, Facebook, a nice smooth 50-cent win. We just took some more out at that top. What was that price? 238.11 we just got out. So right now we have 10% of this Facebook trade and we're sitting back and relaxing. And I think that this is something that, look, we have an educational video. You can sit and trade all you want. When you hit your goals and you're at a certain spot on the day, it is good to sit back, relax. I don't know. Yeah, where's the camera? We have too many cameras. Get this camera off. We sit back, relax, guys. Take your time. Make sure that you find the right trade. And we're going to do that right now. Just take the gears off a little bit for my trading. It's been such a great day, guys.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to continue here because even NEO starting to come down to that 6 even mark. I want to get you guys back very, very quickly to airline space. American Airlines still holding below VWAP here. So if we get a break of this 1790 low, we'll look to take some out in front of low of the day. At that point, I'll be a little more confident that we're going to maintain that trend. You are seeing a bounce in several names to the upside. We talked about that coming up above VWAP. A few of these heavily beaten down names. American isn't one yet, but if it does break, I'll be out of the short, hunting for a few long positions, at least for the first time anyways, long side in that trade. I want to get you guys back to IZEA, however. This one, we do put a 180 break target on it. I still have over half the position, and I said I would get out half if it got to 180, so we do take the rest out. We have half of it on board. Now we're looking for a next stop about 150 to 160 to the downside on a 198 short. So IZEA, 20 cents in the money. Again, these shorts are fantastic. If you put on that Hertz trade that we just talked about to the long side, which I said I would not do and gave you the reasons why I didn't want to take this one into 5 even. I like it short through 425. If it fails to get through 5 even, it's probably going to be another fantastic short at some point. The 5 break's probably going to be a better break than this one, which is having immediate trouble at 470 here. So I'm hands off. 425 break and Hertz. Let's see what happens at 5 even. IZEA is now deep in the money for us on that little short. But NEO, on the other hand, why do I short a stock that's presenting so strong here? I got to stop here if it breaks the top end of this range at 608. I've got my price at 602, so you're risking about 5 to 10 cents depending on where we're able to get out. If it breaks 6, it has a good shot to get you 585 at some point, but it's looking pretty solid here holding VWAP on NEO. I think it has a shot. If it doesn't go down from here, watch for a 620 break in the afternoon. When that happens, we're going to be long on that break.
Guys, yeah, I'm just kidding. I can't stay away from the market, so don't worry. We'll give you some more winners hopefully soon. But look at this. That's our out rate there, 72 on that 72.50 break. So that's a nice little $4 winner there on Nicola. So nice little win coming through on that name once again for you. So we dropped some money. Now, I know you guys, I paid for the short in Nicola, so now we've made that money back on the long. So now I need to make some more money on the short, so or some money on the short. Again, we called this 74 level. Just funny, it basically goes right to that level, 73.84 before fading back down right now. So we're gonna have to wait to see on that one. If you want, we can update our positions. The only one we have on now is this Facebook long, and yeah, there it is coming up in a second. It's 237.55. It's in the money, a smooth 55 cents. So right there, we're going to give that one back to about 237.50. We're not going to let this one go back against us. We don't want to give some losers out there, but I just heard that they're getting ready to throw back to Brendan. If you're ready, I can do it right now, guys. Brendan, what up?
T2 Biosystems, TTOO, just popping up here on the volume scanner. You can see why down here. A huge volume spike through day highs, 138 up to about 144, guys. Very, very active so far today.
Yeah, very, very active name. I want to get you guys to Tailored Brands, which was destruction on the short side trade, but it's still holding the low. So as much as it's come off here, it's down 17%. It already put in multiple big moves here. One flush off the open, a secondary flush. Look, if it takes out the bottom, who knows where it could go at this point. If it holds 135, 130 to 135, you're probably looking at a decent little break to the upside. I think you can certainly consider, if you're only able to go long side here, you give a 140 break to the upside, that can probably get you back to VWAP while only risking 135, 130. So that's not a horrible structured trade if you want to go ahead and put that one on. We do have another name that just sort of came out there to the upside. That's going to be GNUS. We got that nice break. Our bottom out was at 385. Hung on to a few shares at VWAP here, so 420 was going to be that level. Like I said, 20%. We only risk about 10 cents on that. So I wanted to hold the trend, but we broke it at 420. Now we're out of GNUS looking for another entry point. I see a sea of red on the board, and that means it's time to get to Brennan for our sector watch.
Hey guys, yeah, still pretty weak right across the entire board here. We'll have a look at the S&P 500, about a full percent, 0.91 for the S&P to the downside. Let's figure out what is leading. I want to point out this group here. Yesterday was among the leaders to the upside. Today, right back down. So energy stocks under pressure. There's Oxy. We talked about it. They're reviewing some options when it comes to their Middle East operations. So 10% in negative territory. Noble, MRO, CXO as well. 8 to 10% for those names. Banks also very weak here. Among the leaders to the downside, there's Citi at the top. 4.9% for Citi. WFC there as well, 4.5%. Zion, TFC all around 4% to the downside. I want to direct your attention over to here, the little real estate group. We were mentioning some of those mortgage REITs popping back up again today on volume, but definitely weak. So the entire group basically gapping to the downside, kind of working their way back higher. SPG, SLG among the leaders there, 8% and 5.5% for those. Industrials over here, airlines were among the leaders yesterday, higher again, same story, back to the downside today. AAL, UAL, and DAL there, Delta, all 7 to 10% in negative territory. Southwest here, 6.5%, not as bad. There's FedEx as well, and UPS right below it, also to the downside. Talked about the banks, wanted to mention these guys here, consumer discretionary stocks. If I can locate it, wanted to point out COTY. I don't see it right now, but somebody was asking about COTY, also in negative territory once again today. JWN, KSS, L Brands here, 4 to 8%. PVH, TPR, and Hasbro, 6 to 8% in the consumer discretionary group. Yeah, it's pretty red right across the board, 0.85%. Every time I talk about a red day, it tends to go back up, though, guys. Back over to you.
And then Hertz breaks 5, Boeing about to break 225. So you can kind of say that again, Brendan. We are seeing some moves to the upside here on several names. Hertz, of course, being one of them. Pre-market top, watch out, 535. That's going to be a level upcoming pretty soon here. So big move to the upside on a couple of names, just as you sort of called it.
Here we go, guys. Facebook just rips through 238.27, giving us a 70-cent winner. So, yeah, the party is here, guys. I've left Hertz alone. Hertz has been such a shout out to Dax. I see you tweeting some charts there that you crushed it. A few different stocks there, talking about CCL and whatnot, making a mistake on that one. But we're not making a mistake on Hertz. We've left that one alone. The mistake was not buying this $4.90, this high in the pre-market there where we shorted, but now Hertz is off to the races. The shortable percentage here, we'll find out what that is. I thought we were looking yesterday, it was like 30-something% short. So yeah, 46.5. Thank you, Brendan. To the short side on Hertz. So, yeah, to say people are getting squeezed out of this one. Look, I mean, if someone wants to bet, we can bet because Hertz, I'm sure of it, will be going south side. Probably, I'm going to say maybe tomorrow we might see $3. We'll wait to see. But right now, it's getting crushed to the upside here as momentum just continues to go on Hertz. Nikola up to that 73.50 area. We'll look at that. We'll look at Uber. Here goes Nikola breaking through 74. I do like this long. Do we test it again on the long side? Maybe we do, guys. Test Nikola long through 74 here. Let's wait to see.
Yeah, watch out for some of these airlines bouncing back to the upside. We talked about Boeing just a second ago. 225.50 would be a level there. Also watching Spirit make a strong move to the upside as well. So I'm going to get out of the second half American. We take 15 cents on the first half. The second half, at the worst, we'll lose about 10 pennies on that one. So it'll be an overall winning trade if we get a break to the upside. But I am now looking at a long position breakout on some of these airlines if we can start to hold above VWAP, guys. So I do like this bounce that we're seeing in the overall market. I do also want to get you back to one other high flyer that I know you're watching very heavily, which is making a move once again. Watch out for a top break at 947 and 950 on Tesla. It is now bouncing as well to the upside. I like a 935 bounce off VWAP if it makes any kind of a retracement. So a couple of airline plays there, both Spirit, American. Watch for the break upcoming here in Boeing as well. And now add Tesla to that list, 947 to 50.
Guys, this is what I feel like right now. I miss the 74 break on Nikola, but right now to 78. We should have held this 68 long, but that's the trade there. We gave this to you on the 74 break. I crossed up 50 pennies and missed the trade. So I have to just tell you that because that was the trade. Hopefully I gave it to you guys and you had that. Look at this break right here, $74. I cross up 50 pennies and miss it. I think it basically went right to 76. So if any of you guys have that, let me know. But one thing that we do have is this Facebook 75-cent winner now on Facebook. I told you, we're sit back, we're relaxing, we're having some fruit salad right now. Yeah, I don't know, there you get off that screen, belly dancer. That was me in my younger days, obviously. So right now, belly dancing, not really a thing, but we're gonna take off some Facebook now. We have 10% left, but it's a big win. So let's cash out some for 70 cents. Not that I watched the futures too much, but they're taking off. We bounced off that 3,200 level. Let's throw it over now. I think we're gonna do a split screen action here with Arun. What's up, my friend, Arun?
Hey guys, I see the action that you guys are doing. Me on the futures has been pretty quiet right up until about now.
Yeah.
The funny thing is 3205, that was one of the levels that I had marked off. 3205 and 3190, top and bottom. I was waiting for a breakout on either end. Before this even happened though, around 8 o'clock this morning, I actually took a long 3202.50 and held that for about an hour and a half. It did a whole lot of nothing, started developing that 3205 as a level. You know, in the last
my screen, guys.
3198. I saw some buying coming in, so I went 3198 with that 3190 level that I had marked off. And here we are, 3205. Now I don't have to take this position again because I've already got it. The first target I'm looking at is between 15 and 20 and 32.35 on the top end, right? But every time I take a trade, I got to be careful because I am putting up a ton of risk for every trade, so I'm not going to be jumping in and out a whole lot. So now that I'm positioned in, I'm going to try to manage this as much as possible and see how this one plays out. But yeah, for now, it's upside only and 3190 on the bottom end.
Yeah,
absolutely. Quick question for you. You're talking about the ES there, obviously S&P 500 futures. Anything you're seeing on the NASDAQ, which is sort of leading the way here, already turning positive?
Yeah, you know, the NASDAQ, it's one of those hard things to read. Sometimes the markets are in sync, sometimes they're not. This is the main reason. I used to trade the NASDAQ, and then I moved over to the ES because they were out of sync. And then for a while, they came back in, and now they're back out of sync. One's up 0.6%, the other one's down 0.6%. So NASDAQ futures, yeah, just let them go, let them ride. They have a ton of momentum behind them with all these tech stocks going. In terms of levels, I don't have any. They're just moving all over the place. So the most easy, or for me, the easiest one I can read is the ES futures. There's a ton of volume there. I'm going to play with the volume. We'll see how this one plays out. I've already got my position at 98. I'll let this one ride out. I'm coming up on 10 points and then 9 and change on how much I'm up on the trade. I'll just manage this one as we go.
Yeah, let's hit the fireworks for you there. Always stick to your edge, and that's what it's all about. If you think you got the read over on the ES, why even jump into the NASDAQ? You don't need the NQ there. But you were talking about some moves to the upside. Boeing about to take off 225 here. So lots of things breaking up here, Arun. Congratulations on that trade, obviously, and good luck rest of the day.
All right, you too, guys. See ya.
And this is that. I mean, Arun and I trading, I don't know, similarly, but this is the kind of consolidation here, guys, that I'm sure, well, he just talked about it here. When you get this kind of consolidation on the ES and then you get a breakout, this is what I wait for as well. So you see the consolidation down here as well. It's very similar to how stocks look and how I play them. So thank you so much there for Arun stepping in. And I know you guys like that spot. So that's the ES futures there, NASDAQ. Also, Neil bringing that one up. Look at this out right there on Facebook, guys. We talked about that right before we threw to Arun. So nice out there. Saved us a bit of money here. We'll get out of the rest. Now we have 5% left. So either way, guys, Facebook today, big time trade if you like that. Oh yeah, and Cloudera, Brendan brought us this name as well. We do go long on a breakout right now of Cloudera, up 6%. Let's wait to see. We're long 10.72 right now.
Yeah, Sean, there goes Boeing as well through 225.50, approaching 227. So already $1.50 in that one. Pre-market top is a ways away here. 230 could be a secondary break. So I mean, it's one of those situations where you take this one to the long side. You can give it to that 223. Maybe you can add on a dip. You can take out in front of 230, get back in, which is usually going to be my play. But watch out for that 230 as the next stop to the upside. Got to give it some room on a kind of a pullback here. But Boeing running with the rest of the market here. You talk about the ES going, a room with the winners, everything to the long side breaking out here, guys.
Yeah, Arun with the winners. Yeah, that's a good one as well. Today, guys, we don't have any losers. Again, the only stock there, Macy's, which now just Wow, this was, not only was this, where's the one where we run and jump and then I miss the boat? Here it is, missed the boat. On this one, we had it, guys, bang, bang. This was unbelievable. If I put this back up here to $10.50, my day is infinitely better. But unfortunately, I used 1040 here. And this was the high of the day here. That's why we broke out. Once we broke through 1040, we did get out there 1044, 45. That was a huge, huge print that we should not have taken and got us out. But yeah, that one obviously to the top side there. And Facebook comes out, which is fine. Big trade on Facebook, comes out for flat. We don't give that one back. Like we said, we're not going to turn winners into losers. And then here we go, Cloudera now on the march, probably to 11. Let's just check out a daily chart here, see if we can't get some more love for Cloudera. It came as high the other day as 1090 before stopping and turning. So yeah, I don't mind. Let's put some orders out here, maybe 1085 to get out of some of this Cloudera. Right now we're long 1072. Big winner once again for us, guys. Brendan at the big screen.
Hey guys, yeah, currency time. We'll have a look at some foreign exchange markets here. Some interesting moves once again today. I wanted to start with our Canadian dollar here. Back to the downside. First day in 4, I believe, that we are lower on the day. So 0.4%. Some U.S. dollar strength coming back in on the back of some positive data out this morning in the U.S. But you can see we mentioned 75 up here on the CAD yesterday. 74.8 was the high, back to 74 and change here today, 74.4. In fact, the euro, not so much so, 0.5% to the upside. 113.5. The pound is also was positive, just went negative. In fact, there 127.2. Australia and New Zealand both in negative territory. Both have been moving to the upside significantly over the past week or so. So first day to the downside for both of these, 0.75, 0.5. For New Zealand there to the downside. Nice look on the chart though. Both of those just nicely trending higher over the past week or so. Crypto land not really active again today. 97.25, 97.30 there for Bitcoin, 243 and change up 0.4% for Ethereum. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you there, Brendan. Just watching the futures again, pushing to the upside there. I'm going to quickly put the position board on for you so you can see what we are working with, what we have left on. It's 1 long, 2 shorts. The shorts are in small cap space, so don't worry too much about IZEA to the downside. It's still actually below 2. We'll get out if it breaks above that 2 even level. 198 is my entry price. Long here on that break in Boeing, 225.53 is my price. Or check that, 58. I don't know why that says 53. 58 is my price. Splitting hairs. Short still in SQBGA, but again, that's a penny stock. So the only long I have on is in a mover. The market is moving to the upside, 230. I'm going to be out in front and Boeing gets there, and then breaking long at 230 as well. So we talked about getting out in front. I think that's sort of self-explanatory. The pre-market high is $2.30. I will take shares off before it gets to that price. On a break of 230, I'd go long again if it happens to get to that, to that price, and then through that price at 230. So a couple of ideas for you with the long here on Boeing, giving it to about 223 and 3/4 there to the downside. So you risk a couple of bucks to try and make 3 plus to the upside on Boeing. In the money, about $1.50. I think reasonably speaking, if I wanted to take half off on a 227 break, not a horrible idea. You take 50% off from your target to halfway to that target. That would make sense as well if you're with us on this trade in Boeing.
Guys, great work there, Michael Liu. So we say great work for you there on the chat. And just made 1,100 off Nicola. Yeah, great trade. We were long down here, 68. Wish I still was. And I don't know. Let me know, Michael, if you took this $73, $74 break. That would have been fantastic. And guys, let's just report it back. This is why you sit back, relax, sip some cognac. By cognac, I mean fruit salad. As Cloudera. Oh, we'll put our only position on. Yeah, I know. We'll go to Lovesac in a minute. We'll update this right now, guys. We'll start this on the board. Here's Cloudera, the only long that we have, 1072. We just cashed him out 78. And his name is Brendan, but that stock, Lovesac, that was crazy. I'm going to have to look at that. Who names their stock that, Brendan?
It's the company. I mean, Lovesac. They make those giant beanbag chairs that you can throw in your living room. Somebody was just asking about this digital ally here. I mean, it's pretty simple, I think, for me anyway. 620 here. A little bit of support. That breaks. You get out of the long. Otherwise, looks pretty strong. 7 up here, staring in the face as well as far as resistance. But still, decent volume on DGLY, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still sort of waiting for this one to break below the $6 range. I have a short, and I sort of mentioned that I was going to look for it to break 6. The other thing you can do here, which I was also going to try, was short in front of about 680. It got to 660, so it came rather close. Breakout at the top would still be in play as well, but that would be that 710 mark. So for me, inside of this range that you're seeing here, I'm not too interested, but I have an order to go short if it breaks 6 even. And I'm just going to leave that one in, whether it happens a little bit later on. I don't care when it happens. We're going to be taking that one to the short side as long as we can cross deep enough and make sure we get an execution on Digital Ally. The spread, it opens up, even though it's a $6 stock. Sometimes you're seeing here 3, 4, 5, so you might have to cross 10 cents minimum down on a 6 even break, but I will be involved if it breaks 6 even on Digital Ally.
Okay, Cloudera, we see you, I see you. Making that move back down. Look at this big move down here on Cloudera. So we're going to wait to see when it gets through 1050 here on the downside. This may be, we sell some at 64 there because, again, long 70 out. We've taken 5 or 6 cents on this one. So we'll get out of half of what we have left downside, 64. And now we'll wait to see if it does break down below 46. This could be our first real negative stock based on what we've given you guys so far today. So, well, for me, that's the case here. 1064. We're going to wait for 1045. I don't know. We'll see. Let's check out space as that continues to go. Nah, it's not going anywhere. I just noticed we're baking through VWAP here, 1678, 1685 or so. So maybe if we get above that, but it's bouncing down here. I wonder again if these futures are a little heated. We did expect this to happen to the upside here on the futures, but now we're getting close. I just think this market is well over all these moves here. Wow, Nikola, guys. Oh man, we were long 68 and change. Dropped that one way too early, up to $80, guys. Congratulations to anyone that's been on this one. I've been on it. It's one of my top stocks today. But did we leave some money on the table? Hells to the yeah. I don't even know why we got out of that one. Oh yeah, because it broke 72.50 $10 ago, guys. Nikola, we're glad that we're able to hit that one for a nice little winner. Hertz today still down. And I don't know, Neil, are you on this stock?
I've been watching Hertz, and I'm just waiting for the next leg to shoot a drop. I kind of mentioned 5.25. I like maybe thinking to the downside there. I've also been watching Luckin Coffee for a 425 break, but you're starting to see a few of these names really slow down, just sort of hug VWAP back and forth and lull you to almost a sleep here. So I'm going to get away from Luckin. I have an order. It'll trigger in if 425 ever comes. I wanted to short Hertz, obviously, if it got down. And again, it looks like it's not going to be breaking anytime soon towards some of those lows we saw in the morning. But I've been staying away from the long in Hertz, to be perfectly honest with you. And if it breaks 6, I might have to change my mind and do a breakout long. I'm not holding any long trades. It'll be buy, scalp out kind of thing in Hertz. I'm not holding on to any kind of a long for any period of time in Hertz. I do like the short a lot better if you're going to hold trades. And obviously, we destroyed the shorts. But worth noting, the last short I took here was only able to net me 10, 15 cents. And that's why I got away from it. Just no follow through until after this little move down that we missed. And then look at this. You get $1.80, people buying a bankrupt stock. So we'll see what happens. 6 even break, I think we'll scalp it, but that's about it.
Yeah, we just took it short right now at 49. So bang, once again, another win there on Hertz. We take the short 49s. We just cashed some out there, 36. So that's a 13 penny winner, 49.36. Yeah, 13 penny winner on that. We hold the rest. Let's wait to see if we take out 555, 560 to the top side now. Let's wait to 562 maybe top side here on Hertz. But yeah, we're going to hold this one, see if we can't go. I'm going to go hella long, breaking through 5, hella short, sorry, breaking through 5 to the downside. Cloudera on its way back, and I actually lied. I got out more shares than I thought up here because I looked over and was still pretty positive on this stock. So we're holding now 15% of our Cloudera position here, long at 1072. We did get out of some down here at 1065, but here it comes right back to the upside. So it looks like, yes, indeed, this will be a winning trade here as long as we stay above 1070. What a great day, guys. What's Facebook at? 238.70. I mean, I dumped the last 5% down here, but Facebook continues to go to the upside. That's $1.25 from when we took it. Wow, there goes Hertz. Neil, right to the downside, 534. I'm waiting at 528. Come on, Hertz, baby. We're short right here at 555. Do I have to tweet this one out again as well? Just another short again. Give me some 28s right now, guys. No idea why I'm waiting at 28. I like to get out before the evens here, so that would be 5.25, but looks like 28. Looks like it's going to stop there. Let's get out some at 5.30 here. Nice little trade on Hertz. Come on, give me some. There it is. Bang, right to 25. That's what we're talking about. Taking out another 20 pennies. The money just keeps raining in. I joked about sitting back and relaxing. I cannot stay away from the market for long, guys. There's more money. Let's put that in our pipe and smoke it. What up, Valeria?
Thank you, Sean, and hey guys, welcome to the European update. Europe is in a very negative territory today as Eurozone reported a huge 3.6% GDP drop, while Britain is down 2.07%. Germany is down 1.53%. France is down 1.42%. Spain is down 1.96%. And just Switzerland is up 0.27%. That's all with the Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to the traders.
Flush a toilet Boeing as it comes off there. So you could have had a $1.50, $2 winner. I have not been looking for small wins on Boeing lately as it breaks that 224 mark. And if I make bottom wick, I'm going to be sick to my stomach about it. I am watching Spirit Airlines here as it's trying to pull back. If it can hold VWAP, that'll show a little bit more strength. But watch out as the futures, the ES at least, are coming back a little bit here. 23 even holds on Spirit. I think you get a shot at a break back up to 24. So I'm watching Spirit Airlines very heavily here. One name that a few of you guys were watching earlier in the morning, VAL. I actually am into it for the first time today. I have been sort of chasing this one. It's put in some higher lows, or lower highs all the way down here, 185, 170, 180, and now 170 and 165. I shorted 165 here, got down to 140. Quick little stop will be at 170, only risking 5 to see if it can't retest 150. We'll take out 10, 15 cents there, see if it can't retest the low. So VAL, first time of the day, it's down 26%. So it's SSR, had to catch that one on the offer, could not hit the bid to get in. So we'll watch out if you want to get that short.
And guys, I'm going to be tweeting this out right now on Hertz. I just want to show you guys this. This is what we're talking about. I'm going to basically say, just be patient with all of your trades. And this is what I mean by sitting back, relaxing, taking a drink, doing whatever. You don't need to be involved. Like Hertz is just ripping upside here. I only really believed in the shorts all day, every day, even yesterday as well. We were only shorting it. So you have to be patient. We shorted it here early on, and this is in the pre-market shorts. Cash. Down here is where we go long off all of these halts, noticing that it's going to pop back up. So bang, we hit that long. We may go short again here through $5, so watch it on the screen. And then we go short again here off of some reopening, and then that's cashed in again. And then you see we go, this was that little short, that was a mistake. And then now we go short again, waiting for 550 to break, and you see what it's at now, 516. So yeah, the fun continues, guys. Join me on Twitter. You can see some of those charts, re-look at them, analyze them for yourselves, and ask me any questions you may want. But right now, look at this, out. We still have half of this beauty trade right now. 31 cents in the money. Look, we're just giving you 10 cent, 10%, 20% winners. Nikola off to the races as well, back to $80. So I'm going to tweet this out, guys. Follow me at TraderTV Sean.
And watch for luck in here, guys. It looks like it's trying to roll over as well. I like 425 to the short side, but we're going to put something on if it gets below VWAP here at 440 as well. So a couple of entry points on downward moves if Luckin can come in. So talking 440 break, watch out. I do believe Luckin did trigger SSR off the open, so if I am correct, that means you're going to have to be careful trying to hit that bid. Like a lot of these names, the volatility has come in the last 2 days, so that short sell restriction rule is going to come into play in several of these stocks that we are trading. So 440 break, I'll get into some Luckin. I would add to my position on a 425 break as well. We like both of those entry points on Luckin Coffee here. I want to get you guys back to that IZEA, which did crack back above $2. But top wicked me, so we had this trend pegged, and then we got stopped out break even. If we hold to even below, I'm probably going to jump back into this trade once again. It really hasn't broken this retracement trend just yet, so I do want to be heavily involved one more time here, probably in front of $2 or at least the 210 mark. Give it a little bit more room to see if it can't continue this little downward trend. 165, sorry, check that, 175 would be a further breakout to the downside. You can see post-market yesterday, that was a top. Sometimes resistance turns into support, and if it breaks, we'll go short there as well.
Guys, holler at your boy if you have any Facebook still on. We gave that one to you. $2 ago. So holler at me if you still have that one on. 237.50. Yeah, it's at 239.50. So we get some talks. Why don't we trade options? Blah, 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 blah. Just some of these positions that I'm taking here. You can easily trade an option here, a weekly option against these trades. 237. That's a $2 winner here for you on Facebook. I'm just going to make that Facebook logo there just a little, or writing there just a little bit bigger so you guys can see it hopefully on the screen. Look at this long, guys. Unfortunately, we got out of our last 5% there. We just kept taking out these top wicks. Sometimes, and again, another shout out to Arun. Sometimes we got to hold these trades for longer winners. But guess what, guys? We are at our highest spot so far of the whole day. So right now there's money coming in. We'll hit the air horn. I hope it's been a big day for you. It sure has for yours truly. It's kind of a home run type of day right now for me. And that's why we're just going to relax. We do have that premiere coming at 12 o'clock. And then Red, White, and Bloom, CEO, going to be coming on. And they're a very interesting stock. I'll call it up for you again. RWB here on the CSE here in Canada. I believe it's also listed down there on the pink sheet. So we'll get that symbol for you as well. But not doing much today, but it was an RTO. So let me find the daily chart quickly. It doesn't look like anything. It just started trading. I believe it was 2 days ago. 1, 2. So this might be its third day here trading. So opens at 90.92. Nice little run to 125. We will be having Red, White, and Bloom brands coming on the show, not on the show, on our live to real happening. I believe it's 1:30, right, Brendan, or so? Or 1 o'clock today, guys, live to real with RWB CEO.
And just got a halt here in Digital Ally. It made that $6 break, so there you go. We talked about getting this one to the downside, but again, stop does not trigger us in. If you had it short, fantastic. I missed my entry point. I'm going to watch this one when it opens back up. If we can hold below this sort of 615 area, that'll be a short entry for me. If it opens back up, say like 590, 6 even, and then hold 615, we'll jump into the short that way. But it should open back up at 11:10, 5-minute volatility halt on Digital Ally once again on the move. Brennan, what do you got?
I feel like they're just trying to find anything now that has to do with electric vehicles or autonomous vehicles or just vehicles in general. This is Foresight Autonomous. They're working on electric autonomous vehicles. So a nice little pop here, guys, on volume for Foresight. FRSX up 11% now. Huge volume just coming into this one.
All right, guys. And I think today's trading, we'll look at that Foresight. I think today's trading has pretty much been perfect, as my boy Ryu would say as well, or Ken. I mean, I never really understood the difference between Ken and Ryu, other than one's American and I guess one's Japanese. I don't even know. We're going to wait to see here. Look at this out here. That's a beautiful trade, guys. We're short $4 or $5.50 there. Just covered it ahead of this $5 mark. Love the $5 break short. We'll take that on Hertz as well. We're up huge on Hertz today, guys. I can't tell you that enough. That's why we just tweeted that out. All about the lesson. Thank you for all the followers. And again, all of the messages coming through to me right now on Twitter. Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. I'll try to get to those as we go, but I know you're having fun today, and so am I, if you can't tell. But we have fun every single day. Out of Hertz right there. Monster winner. Just another 10% taken on that stock as we go. I did want to check in. I know Neil was trading Boeing. I don't know if he's in that one or not.
Again, back down. I had to cover that one for sure, guys. Okay. Watch out for Whiting Petroleum making a move to the upside here. So you are seeing a recovery on Whiting. Couple of levels to watch here. We're looking for a break at about 270. Ignore this wick here. I like it better at this sort of opening range break to hold. Sorry, check that 278. So watch out for Whiting on the move. I would short it back below 225 if it ever gets there. So watch out. Bracket on Whiting 225, 285. Brendan, what do you got?
Just going to check on this one, but my chart is not updating. Have a look at Sonos, guys. Big pop in SONO right now. Volume spike and price movement there on an alert on SONO. Just going to check on the news on that one, guys.
Okay, Sonos, love that name there. Recent IPO as well. I mean, by recent, I mean last couple of years. So I'm going to say it's probably on the NASDAQ. There it is. They have a deal with IKEA. I know that much. That's an old news, though. Let's check out Sonos. Again, if you don't know, probably the best quality speakers you could buy for just home use anyways is Sonos. Let's check out... I'm not a shareholder. Let's just check out right here. I'm about to go long though on this name. You can see it does break out 650 to 13. I don't even remember seeing any earnings on this stock or anything. So yeah, probably something there. Brendan will come with that if he does find it. To be honest with you guys, is just entering this kind of an area right now. I am not going to go long this. It's not breaking out. I mean, it's breaking out on the day, but I don't really see it here as a break. You can see what happened on VWAP here at 12.12. I'm going to stay away unless this is some kind of a buyout rumor, which it might just be. Normally that would be a lot higher, but we'll wait to see on Sonos, guys. I don't know. Good call, Brendan.
Just about 30, maybe 30 seconds, under a minute until we get the reopen of DGLY. You can see grayed out in our system. We get grayed out level 2s just to let you know, if you haven't figured it out already, that a stock is halted. I am looking at this one to try a short position if we can open below $6. Here we go. We just opened up at 570 here. I want to see if we have a chance to hold 615 to the top end. If it tries to get to that price and then rolls over, we're going to jump into the short trade on DGLY. Otherwise, that 570 open price could be a break to the downside as well. So watch out here. Going to try and get some shorts in Digital Ally, guys.
Okay, and we just went long anyways, Sonos. So I said, screw that. We are now long right now, Sonos, 1374. So right away, that goes in the money for us, about smooth 20 pennies. We don't take that. Probably should have. Again, this is a light position. We don't really understand what's going on. We're going to wait for Brendan. I'm not going to lose really anything on this. We just take a flyer to it. I'm going to give it back to 1325. Uh-oh, my screen is off. 1325. To the downside here on Sonos. I'm going to go, oh, there you go. My screen is back. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to wait for a 14 break, get out maybe 14.25 on some if I can. Otherwise, let's flush this thing down through 13.25. Guys, we're long Sonos right now. Oh, the other name was Naked Brands. I see people asking about that on the chat, and I know Brendan did bring that up. Yeah, little bounce off of 150. No surprise, guys. If you can learn anything from trading, A, maybe follow us. B, the next one would be watch out. I mean, this is what I do, guys. Wait for these key levels here to break, right? 150 has to break on this name. I'm going to go see if I could fix my monitors in the backside here, and let's throw it to Brendan.
Headline there, guys. Apparently being talked up a little bit. Sonos on Fox Business right now. So one of the ignored stay-at-home type of quarantine stocks, I guess. Bit of a stretch, I think, but Sonos, as it is higher priced, but the product that is higher priced. Sonos popping up on that news, guys.
Yeah, certainly going to be worth a look here. You always want to make sure you're tuning in because Brendan gives the straight goods when it comes to the news here. Another name which is moving to the upside, guys, watch out. Breakout potential 1850, 1860 on American Airlines. I am going to try the short here in Digital Ally, working to this one, but it might take out that 615 level, and then I have to hunt for a re-entry. Let's kick it to Valeria, who has something for us right now.
Thank you, Neil, and hey guys, join our next premiere educational video on use holds right after the show. Open the links I'm sending on the chat in the new tab and tune in so you won't miss. At 1 p.m., join us for the interview. Guys, please hit the thumbs up. 1K likes before the end of the show is already tradition. Please support, it takes just 1 second. And of course, subscribe to our channel to receive notifications when we are back on air. I'll see you later. Back to the traders.
All right, yeah, we're back. We're back in spot right now. Yeah, I just fixed it. As you guys can see, I hope you guys can see. Oh, there we go. Look at these guys. Thank you so much for that, guys. Multiple screens here. This is the icon terminal. Brendan using this for news as well. We'll probably do a little something on that. Then I have my trading screen that you guys see. Twitter, some chats right here. The mic is in my pocket. You probably can't even hear me. There we go. Mic is now out of my pocket. And then multiple screens here as well. 3 minutes, 1 minute. I like a daily. And those of you guys that ask up here, yeah, good. And again, another good look, guys. 12 minutes. I like a 12-minute chart. Helps me with some breakouts and whatnot. So there's just a little tip for you on some of the stuff that I use. And right now we're stuck long Sonos and we're long Cloudera. But these stocks are just un petit peu right now. Not big position at all, guys, on Sonos or Cloudera.
Yeah, people asked where we trade. The dropping the French might be a bit of a hint. We are in Canada, so it is sort of the second language here. But I don't really speak it too much. We were forced to learn it in school. I'm taking a secondary look here over at DGLY. I can't quit this one as I get back into a short above that 6 even area, 607 this time. I think this time I'm going to work something a little bit above VWAP into about 650. So I'm going to put DGLY on and give it a little bit more room on the second entry point. I want to get back to one last one here, VAL. We did have the short. We took some profit on VAL. I'm looking to see if we can't reload, and we just did here in front of a $1.70. that's going to be my stop. 170 is an out. I'm not breaking long on VAL. I know some of you probably look at that setup and think about a long trade through there. I don't like this one particularly on a long unless we're holding above VWAP. I think they get a lot of chance to get back into it. So short DGLY 607, short VAL right now at $1.65 with a 5-cent stop. So not a heck of a lot of room on that one that we're going to give it. I want to get you back to one that we were trading a little bit earlier on in the session, and that was Tailored Brands. It's still holding the bottom here, so watch for a $1.30 on a break, also low of the day break on Tailored. It could really flush once again if it cannot hold the bottom here, so can't say enough about that. If it does manage to hold though, look for a break upside. I got an order to go long on a 145 break, probably gets you to VWAP. So Tailored Brand, bracket, low of day short, 145 long. DGLY starting to consolidate here at 6 even.
Yeah, we like when these things start to consolidate. Okay, there goes Sonos. So we will flush that down there. Thanks, Brendan. No, just kidding. We did have an easy opportunity to take 20 cents on that one. This is why we go light. So Sonos, there it is, guys. We talk about all of our trades here on the show. I think that's why you like us so much. We're very, very honest. That's the big trade. That was a very, very light position. I'm embarrassed to even tell you how much I lost on that. But we'll wait to see here, Sonos, if it does want to get going, maybe back to VWAP. And you said it was kind of like an undercover coronavirus stock. I actually think you might be right, man. It may be more undercover than we think. So I may step into this name in my own account later on, because I do believe that a lot of people, but the problem is, like, we're using those Google Homes and the Google Home Minis as speakers. They're not great, but kids don't care. So I'm just wondering how many people may care about upgrading their volume and their speaker situation. Not sure, but Sonos on this drop here, I'm gonna go long again, I think, if it breaks upside a little bit now. What is that level, 1325? Yeah, maybe 1331 will go long, guys.
Yeah, break alert here. SRNE, watch out for 5 even consolidation. This stock goes up 6%. It's already made a couple of big moves. It held the bottom, double bottom at 485. It's now looking like it's trying to hold 5 even. If 5 goes, we're going to grab that little short trade in there. But all we have on right now is a few Digital Ally, and we still have that VAL to the downside. But if 5 goes on SRNE, want to make sure we're involved in this trade. I think it's a quick stop to 485, and if that breaks, floodgates could open back up to yesterday's close at 472. So SRNE now firmly on the radar for the short trade there. And another one at $5 is the Hertz short at 5. So that one is also approaching 5 at the same time. We're going to go short on a break of Hertz at 5 even, guys.
Yeah, your boy called this 5 even break a hell of a long time ago. So there we go. Our order goes out, but we don't get any shares. So right now we're short Hertz, right now at 95, guys. Yeah, this one could be a nice little winner to the downside. Let's wait and see. Or it could not. Here comes right back to the upside. Nice little size there. What up, Brendan?
A little volume alert here, guys, for Cons Incorporated. Earnings name, they were out pre-market with earnings that were obviously below expectations. It's been bouncing along 9 here for a better part of the morning. Finally getting an uptick here on decent volume for CONN, guys.
Trying to defend this $5 level here. I don't know, some size showed up all of a sudden, so we're waiting to see if that gets crushed again. We did get some out there at 02 on the rip back up. I'm not holding, I'm not trading baby shares, so we're not gonna hold this one to get all the way back to the upside. So we get out a little bit right now at 503, so let's go backside now and just watch it break $5 again. I'm gonna get out of this trade, guys.
Yeah, I'm also looking at Hertz as well. I'm going to give it more room than that. I'm giving it to this little bottom wick here. It was testing 510 with a couple of wicks out. I'm giving it to that price on this little break. Price is 98. I actually left some room to give myself a 5 even price if I like. So risking about 10 pennies. If it retakes 5 even, I think that's actually a decent entry point. And a lot of times you get those breaks, the second time is better than the first, so watch out on the second entry. I'll probably add to the position if it breaks 5 even again, but as Sean was mentioning, a buyer down there. It's only about 100,000 shares, which isn't a tremendous amount when you consider 150 million of volume in the day, but I will be adding anyways on a break of this 5 even buyer here.
Yeah, I'm adding it again as well. So let's wait to see here what does happen. And again, guys, trade your account, right? I mean, you know how many shares you have and the kind of risk that you're willing to take. I can't risk this going back here to 5. Here we go. Let's go. I can't risk it going back. But let's just wait to see here what does happen to the downside. I'm bidding in the 80s now. So Hertz now breaking back down below 5 for once again another shot. So let's wait to see if this wants to keep going downside or back up through 5. So we'll wait to see now as we go short on that pullback up. short some 97s there, guys.
Yeah, and for me here, when I get back in on a second break, man, if it cannot hold the secondary break, you really got to make sure you have a tight stop there. So for me, I'm just going to keep that 510. It keeps trying to shake everybody out here over and over again, and it looks like you can get caught over trading it. Sometimes you want to look at a higher time frame. When you go to like a 3-minute here, it's really telling you that on this move, you might want to be giving it to 525. So if you have a short on that you're not giving to 525, have an out and look for a re-entry point that you are willing to hold to 525. That's why for me, I'm getting out if it breaks 510 and then looking for a second trade here on Hertz. Haven't had a hit yet on the stock, and I don't want to start having the first one be a gigantic one at 1120. That doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense to me.
No, it does not. And yeah, and that's why we're trying to get out when that does break. So we're going to wait to see here. I got some more out at 505. Again, guys, you know, we're trying, and this is why we get the big days, because when it's right, like here and here and here and here, you got the shares on and you wait. You just got to wait to see what this breaks. I think this is going to be a good one. We've given some money back there, obviously on a $5 break. It just hasn't happened. So we're going to now wait to see if that one's going to come true or not. And I think, yeah, you're probably right there. 510 break to the upside. We'll get out of Hertz and then just regroup on this name. But it's been a monster day for us. So we'll floss it off once again. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. I wanted Valeria to show the actual merch on the screen. Don't know if that's going to happen, but we do have...
I'm sure we can find a way to make that happen.
Sure, we do have a link there. I know you tweeted something out yesterday as well, Valeria, so follow us on Twitter and on, I think it's on Facebook as well. I'm not sure about LinkedIn, but here we go. Let's see if Hertz comes back down below $5 now. That's the trade that we have on. It's actually $4.99 is my short, because I just took some 03s there. So let's wait to see.
What did just break $5 is SRNE. It's not moving as fast as Hertz, but its volume is solid as well. So it's trying to make a move to the downside. It's probably not going to be as volatile. So we can give this one, and oddly enough, 510 we talked about just now on Hertz. 511, 512 is going to be a reasonable stop area, or VWAP here. So if you want to only give it 5 cents on SRNE, fair enough. 485 is this double bottom here from the open, and then at 10 o'clock it made that same low, so short here in SRNE as well. And with that, let's throw up the position board just so you can see the only shorts that we have on. We literally have no long positions at this current time with the market approaching its high. So I'm going to get stopped out of Hertz on a 510 break. I have my stops kind of midpoint stops, so it actually has to hit on the level 2. But we're short DGLY 607. That's in the money, 25 pennies. We're short Hertz for now, as long as it tries to hold 510 at 98. Short SQBG still at 59. SRNE, we're short here at 498. And Val, we're short at 165. But Hertz taking the top off there. 525, I think, is the next level to the upside. That's where I'll look for a re-entry point.
Yeah, Hertz is going to blow upside here. We're getting out some as well. And yeah, we've given some money back. It's funny because the last one I said be patient for this name and wait for your spots. We did wait for $5. When that didn't break, we should have just basically flashed out of it, and we didn't. So yeah, mistake there on Hertz for sure as that one goes. I'll try to probably take a $5 break again. But yeah, we've given back a little bit too much there, just bouncing. It's funny how much we give back, even though it's not even really moving. So we'll wait to see what Hertz wants to do to the downside on that one. Macy's coming back up as well, 960, 965. So we're going to wait to see what Macy's does here. If it can't break this high, might be worth a long here on Macy's, 975-ish, maybe up here. I do like that break, guys.
And here comes Digital Ally breaking again. We got in and out of the short and then back in at 607. If it can take out this 560 level, next stop could be heading rapidly to 5 even, but do watch out for some halts. It's come from 6 on a 550 break. There's a really good chance you're going to get a halt here. I'm likely to take it off. If it gives me 10% and then tries to halt on me, I'll get out. At least I'll try to get out on that little halt there, but we're already in the money, 47 cents. We're looking to see if we can't get more than that. Just alert to any halt on DGLY to the downside if you're in this short. I would be taking it off personally. It did have some buying action in that $5 range in case it tries to go back down to that price. So SRNE basically flat. DGLY, Digital Ally, working well for us to the downside. I haven't traded Cloudera yet, but it had a first pullback and is now consolidating at 1050. So a breakdown from here looks like a decent short in and around VWAP, even better if it breaks 1030. But if it holds the top end of the range, watch out for a 1080 break some point in the afternoon. So I kind of like that opportunity in Digital Ally, or sorry, Cloudera, if it holds this at 1050 and then breaks 1080. But I believe we are now ready to go to Valeria. She's got something fun to show us.
Hey guys, breaking news, our merch is available for you now. Let me show how to order. It's very simple. You go to our homepage, Stock Market Today by Trader TV Live, click on the store, and here you can see the shelf with our merch. Here we have our classic mug, our classic t-shirt, our us flossing, but let's go to fruit salad time t-shirt and I'll show you how to order. So you go here, right? So Brandon, could you please show from the back also? Like you can click here. Fruit salad time, and on the top, on the front, you can see Sean's in the fruit salad. So to order, you choose your size, you choose the quantity. Here's size, quantity, and add to cart. 4XL. Proceed to checkout, and that's it, guys. So easy. Please let us know what would you want us to make also. Brandon the goat is coming, so guys, write in the comments what would you want to make also, and please order and post on the social media. Will be posted on our social medias also. Back to guys.
I think it's worth noting that, of course, Brendan the GOAT, greatest of all time, if you don't know what that means there. NIO, guys, NEO, been waiting for this one all morning long at 620 on a breakout. We tried one short when it came back in. That didn't work. Now we're going to go back to our preference on this electric car company and go long on a 620 break. But there is a monster seller here, which has been sitting around. I know you guys are talking about this, that are watching the stock. It was 500,000 shares on just the New York book. It is chewing away at this level right now. So make sure you got your orders locked and loaded to go if you're going to catch a break on NEO here at 620. I even think a failed break, hang on to a little bit of room if you want to be adding on a dip. If it fails through this price here at 620 and then maybe tries to give you a retrace down to about 615 to 610, yeah, maybe leave yourself some room to jump back into that long just in case it tries to shake people out. So I like the trade to break long at 620. I like it on a quick little dip back down to maybe 615 with a 610 stop. So lots of ways that you can play NEO here, continuing its upward trend. We like this one. We're going to catch that break when it does. And we did just mention Cloudera, a very similar thing here on Cloudera. It's just not testing the top yet. First things first, it actually has to actually hold this 1050 level, and I said 1050, but this bottom here is actually 1046. So if you're using a stop on Cloudera, I'd probably give it a few extra pennies there just to be sure that the level is broken. VWAP below that at 1030 as well. DGLY still working in the money for us, so this has been a fantastic short so far, which would be even better if we break 560. Just watch out. I anticipate it is likely to halt on a 560 break. I am prepared to get out down here for an 80-cent win. However, if it stalls shy and tries to halt on me, I'll just punch out aggressively here to make sure we lock in that profit. Brendan, what do you got?
A little volume alert here. Timber Pharmaceuticals, TMBR, on the ARK and NYSE exchange. 12% to the upside. Big volume spike as we took out day highs there. They appointed a new CEO, a few directors, in fact, to their board. So a little bit of news behind this TMBR, guys.
Timber alert. We have a graphic for that. Probably should have hit it that one, but it is what it is. I'm going to get you guys back to American. Thought there could be a breakout trade through 1860. Looks like we want to try to go the other way here. So I mentioned before, pivot area right here at VWAP, 18.25. We tried the short one time. We won in the first half, lost in the second half. We'll look to re-enter this one if it cannot hold 18.25 to the downside here on American Airlines. The futures have stopped moving almost altogether. Breakouts at 620 potentially on NEO coming up here. So look, it can happen any second, but there is that monster seller. Break down potentially in American Airlines at 18.25. We'll be all over that one. Either of those happen maybe in the next couple of minutes, guys.
Am I going to lose more money here shorting Hertz once it breaks 5? I don't want to give this one up, but we've just given back money here for no reason, really. I mean, there's been a reason. I thought that was a good trade through 5, but it looks like it stops at 490. So we're going to have to wait to see what Hertz wants to do. We lose our patience on that one. What we should not have done is lose our patience on Facebook. Big mover here today again, Facebook. It's funny because normally we talk about Apple or Microsoft or those other names. Wow, Apple 341. I'm embarrassed to say, picked this up in the doldrums at 230 in March, and wow, 341 Apple, the best stock by far that I think anybody can own, and it just keeps on heading to the upside. It's about as solid as it come. Apple now 52-week highs, all-time highs. Wow, what a name here. Apple just continues to go. Microsoft probably a very similar fate today as well as the NASDAQ. Yes, sir. The NASDAQ leading back nowhere near what Apple's up, but Microsoft up today in a down market. So, wow, these tech stocks are back, guys. As they start to sell some of the garbage stocks, they get back into real companies. So Microsoft now today to the upside. Good little mover there. We'll see Hertz still hovering around that 511 spot. So I do want to take advantage of that. Nikola back to 77 and change. Still paid that $50 for the short per 100 shares. So we're going to wait to see if I can ever find a spot here to short it. This probably would have been a decent one up here. We got to look back at Nikola, not just to short it, but it's a big stock today. Hit as high as $94. What's up, Brendan?
The official crazy mover of the day, IMRN, guys. Yeah, 470% to the upside here. This thing was $3 in the pre-market. It's now $12. So they have a phase 2 trial that's going to start on a diarrhea treatment, guys. So IMRN, yeah, 480% to the upside, guys.
Thank you very much, guys. NEO just broke through that 620 mark, so it tried to get to 625, but there's another seller there, not quite as big as the 620 seller that we just saw. So if it chews through that, we'll start taking off some shares in that long position breaking on NEO. We still also like the opportunity to buy in any kind of a dip. If it wants to try to fail break us here, we'll go long more at about 614, 615 on any kind of a dip to the downside. DGLY still working in the money for us. AAL, American, breaking to the downside there. So now testing below VWAP as well. So short in American Airlines we just put on, and we got that long in NEO as it creeps to the upside. We'll start taking it off on a 625 break. 150,000 seller on the offer there.
We have a guest coming up, don't we, Brendan? Seat Mobile, 11:45 will be up with Brendan, so get ready for that one, guys. Guest coming through today. Just noticing this Alibaba here doesn't want to break 220, so I don't know. We'll wait to see here. Strong market today. We've talked about that over and over again. Alibaba nicely moved back to the upside. I was all over this. I loved this stock back when we were at 220. This is one of my long-term calls. I'm not in this name myself, but then you had Trump come out, and I think it was right around here. Must have been May 22nd or so. This is when they were like threatening to basically delist and look into some of these Chinese names, but Alibaba has PricewaterhouseCoopers chilling behind them, so they're okay probably on any of their fraudulent activities if there is any. So 220 here on the break. I do like an Alibaba break upside here, but it's just gonna have to take a while. The move was really off the opening down here at 216, ding, 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 all the way up, and then basically just stops. Completely halts up here. So we're going to wait to see if Alibaba can't break that through. Here comes Hertz back down to 5 again. So I don't know. Maybe give it some little more room to make sure that it breaks downside. A lot of these are D-prints. A lot of these wicks that you're seeing on here do not happen. But yeah, Hertz, we've given back too much. It's my only stock that we've lost on here in the last couple hours since we've been open here, other than Macy's. But now Hertz, we give a little bit back, trying to see what's going to happen here at 5. So let's just see if it does break down. My bias is obviously to the short side. I've been all short today, except for after this halt right here, guys.
And heading towards the upside continually here is NEO. You get that 620 break. It's making its move to 630. You want to make sure you still have some shares on if 630 goes here. So I've only worked out of about a third of the position on the quick little scalp trade. It never gave you that retracement to buy a dip, so no need to get too aggressive on the upside there. 650 would be a target. We'll get out a lot of it in front of that price if we get a 630 break. So NEO again heading to the upside. We get away from trying to short it, which is stupid, and then working into the long side eventually here on NIO. I can tell you Digital Ally continues to be a nice little win for us here. It's in the money, almost 50 pennies here. Like I said, I want a break of 560 holding below. I anticipate it could halt on that 80-cent target. So as much as we have 50 here, if it breaks that 560 mark definitively, I'll slide my stop from up here at 620 down here to about 580. It hasn't happened yet. At that point, we'd lock in a 30-cent win. Still looking for an 80-cent target here on Digital Ally. I see a few people talking about Whiting Petroleum. I did say I'm waiting for it to either break 225 to the downside or looking for it to take the top off. Looks like the latter could happen. $3 would be a big break on Whiting if it happens, guys.
Yeah, Whiting is my second best stock today, and so I'm just short here. JP Morgan right now at 110.20. Just thinking the futures may pull back some, maybe even get back to this area that we highlighted with Arun, 3,200 or so, might come back in. So we're going to short JPM and only give it up to about here, the bottom of this kind of consolidation. That's actually 50, so 110.50. I think we can afford to give it some room here, especially if these futures do come down. I think we at least get to VWAP, which is 110 even. So here we go to the downside now at 110.40. We'll take some off ahead of VWAP, and then we'll see if we can hold the rest through a 110 break. Maybe we get to 109 in change on this name. That is JP Morgan. But now, okay, here we go. Nice little 10 cents. Now we throw it to the board with Valeria. What's up, Lee?
Thank you, Sean. And hey, guys, European markets are closed now, and I would like to update you on the numbers. Britain is down 2%, Germany is down 1.35%, France is down 1.43%, Spain is down 1.75%, Russia is down 0.23%, and only Switzerland on the list is up 0.29%. That's all with the Europe. Back to traders.
And we're going to get it all back here. We tried shorting NEO earlier. We're going to disco ball action this one. And you know what always comes, and that's fine. We like this trade. We love this one. I know you guys want to dance it off there. At this point, you might as well just change it to that because I know what it is at this point. But we're trying to have some fun here. And everyone was looking at that 620 break on NEO. Wasn't that hard to see it. It just broke through, like I said. Going to take the other 60% of this position off as it moves up towards 650. We got a question on the chat here. Someone was asking about where I'm placing my hands in the keyboard. Why is it always in the same position? You can see here we have hotkeys, and for me, all my buys and sells are right here on the F keys. So my buys on the right side, my sells on the left side. So I'm kind of always geared and ready to go. Live trading. Yes, we use stop orders from time to time for a lot of our entries and exits. But taking profit, I'm doing it manually. We're both doing it manually. So a lot of focus here on the keyboard. That's why I never really leave this position. If I have to adjust orders, I want to do it right here. Especially when I mentioned to you guys in Digital Ally that if it makes a big move to the downside, and it just did there, stopping shy of my target by 10 cents, by the way. If it tries to halt, I want to be able to jump over and just get out manually. What I am going to do is follow my plan. Slide my stop to 580 from 620 to make sure we lock in profit, but I want digital to go down to 525. That's where my target out is for about 80 pennies. Now in the money, 50 cents or so. That's actually not too bad.
Yeah, good Digital Alley. Yeah, good trade there off that halt. We're going to see 110. There's some decent size here. We're short 20 cents now in the money on JP. Well, 20 cents would be 110 even. Here he comes. So now it's 20 cents in the money. JP Morgan, you can take the bid if you want. We've been taking some out. I think I'll put another bid there. I just saw some decent size at 110. And then if it breaks, then look out below and we'll take out some of the 80s and 90s. I told you JP Morgan looked like it was coming back to VWAP there. And that's basically exactly what it did. So we should be cashing some out here. 110.06.05. Here it comes back down to the downside again. Look at the futures, guys, coming back down. I'm calling this right now, 3,200 break. Let's wait to see if that does happen. Then we'll get a flush on most of these names. We are getting ready. Fiat Mobile coming up in about 10 minutes with Brendan Wicken. So we'll talk about what they're up to. And then again, we have the video premiere on trading halts, which happened already today. So that's going to be coming up at 12 o'clock. Join us live after the show and we'll comment back and forth. Our market wisdom page, Valeria, has been so good. A lot of credit to that. And thank you so much for all the kind words about what we're doing on that page, guys.
Absolutely. And just took a few more shares out there on NEO as it continues its solid march up to what could be 650. At least that's what our target is going to be. But one other trade that we just entered is going to be American. You're seeing the futures sort of roll over here. Just sort of getting into this one as it tries to break down slowly below VWAP. So I haven't added to it. Just short here at 18.24. Very similar to the short we tried earlier, which got stopped out. So basically back in the same thing. I'll give it a little bit more room at this time of day, as now that the market's sort of coming with me here, I want to give this one to 18.50. So instead of risking 10 pennies for a quick short, we'll give this one about 25 cents. Not looking for a secondary entry. Probably going to do that if it breaks 18.20 to the downside. I'd rather average up So at prices on the way down, we're going to short this one as opposed to jumping in and averaging down, just sort of letting it go against you and then taking more shares. I prefer to be with the momentum as opposed to against it. So looking for 1820 to break, that's where I'd add on American Airlines to the downside here as the futures are starting to come in. So only short with the exception of NEO here on that 620 break, which has been one of the better trades of the day so far in terms of ease. Clean break and it never retraced.
Hey, Hertz there as well. Broke through 5. We didn't take it. So there we go. It didn't trick us this time. Breaking through 5 here on Hertz and now just bouncing around. So that stock for me right now, it's my number 1 stock on the day, but we did give some back. CCL, WLL, both big stocks for me today as well. Check out this whiting, guys. This is a big trade for me. We shorted it right here, right at 9:30 at $2.60 there. Got some out. It halted for us. We're able to get some out down here, 226. Reopens on the halt, and we come right back to this level that we've been loving, this 270 level, which is right where we're at now, actually. That broke down, and then we take a nice smooth 50 cents on the bottom of that one. So right now, WLL whiting, possibly, there's just too much. It has to at least break 250 for me to be excited. CCL, this was, again, I hope you guys had this trade. This is a 2-trader right here. One in right now at $24. That cashed in $1 on the first half, and then $1.25 on the second. Then we go short again on the 22.50 break. Cash in here. This is 20 cents. That's 30 cents. And then back out for flat the last 10%. So these are some of the top stocks for me. Oh yeah, and by the way, there goes JP Morgan, another 20-cent win. So I don't know. I know the wife's watching, but I hope you got those chicken wings because there's another win. 20 cents on JPM. Now we wait. Neil mentioned the futures falling here. Let's hope they fall like a rock, and then we'll get this JPM out here. I'm looking for this kind of target, the top of this. That's actually only 109.90. So we'll put some orders there. That would only be a 30-cent win, but let's put some orders at 109.90, get some out, and then see if we can't hold 30% or 40% back down here for 109.60, guys.
Yeah, I need this to happen, man. I'm sitting here all short with the exception of NEO, and I want us to fall off the earth here. Not myself, that would stink. But SRNE, another one here. We patiently got into this position, and we keep talking about patience. This is getting close to lunchtime. Get your structured trades in there, like something like this, consolidating, sort of after a pop, it comes back in and consolidates below VWAP. You enter on a break of 5. It kind of ho-hums. Wick some people out here when it breaks VWAP. I hate stops that are actually at VWAP. You give it to 510, some extra room, and you're able to add to it at 505 as opposed to getting stopped out. Now we're going to start taking it off now that it's back below 5 even. I got a 485 bottom for first target. If it breaks that, who knows where it's going to go. We'll hang on to half of our position, maybe trail it at some point. So SRNE starting to work for us as well. And NEO, the only long position I have on, is headed further towards the upside. Like I said, we'll just continue to take it off on the march to 650. 38's here now, so a 15-cent win on some shares there. I'll quickly put the position board up. With only 20 minutes to go, we just talked about NEO long at 623. That's heading towards 650. American Airlines short at 1824. That's only 10 cents in the money. Still heading to the downside. Digital Ally, 50 pennies in the money, short at 607. I want 80. I've said that the entire time. And SRNE, we have that one at 501. That's sliding down towards its low of the day. VAL's not moving, but it's a $1.65 stock. I have a 150 target on it, trying to get that 10% move. But at lunchtime, you have to be patient. Allow these to slowly go in your favor. The market's coming down. If they're in the money, hang on to them until you have a reason to get out.
Yep, and we're doing the same thing with Hertz here. We're going to take a little trade here about 501. I'm just going to see if this 5 breaks. Big size here. Looks like it's going to break. So, yeah, here it goes. We just tested that just to see if 5 wanted to hold. It doesn't look like it's going to, so we will probably take a little bit of an L on this one here. We are going long here above $5. Let's just wait to see. If it resists it, great, but it looks like it probably will break through $5 here. Hertz. Yeah, the offer's piling up a bit here, so let's just wait to see if that one comes through. What else do we have on board here? JP Morgan, that doesn't want to break through 110, guys, so we have to wait for that. We've taken some more out at 110.02. It's only an 18-cent winner, but hey, we got to take what it gives us. I'm thinking when this thing breaks, we get at least down here to 109.80s or so. So that's kind of the target spot for me down here on this JPM break, hopefully. If not, we're not going to hold this one too much past 110.50. So we're taking 20, 25 cents on the win. We're out of half now, and so we'll wait to see. This could be a losing trade if it does go back upside. Seems like the futures are stopping here ahead of 3,200, guys.
Yeah, and that's actually maybe helping NEO here as it makes another break to the upside. Another seller here, 200,000 at 640. I will take some shares off. Like I said, on the way up to 650, just sort of finding these sellers as they jump in and sort of jumping in front of them every chance we get. So there's another one here at 640. I'll take a few more shares out there at 39. So once again, I don't know, we'll go to the moon on NEO, another electric car company. This one actually selling a little something here. And this has been a breakout for a while. And I think that's why I'm sort of angry at myself for trying to short this one. Usually I'm trying to short these comebackers on small cap names that are weak, that are gapping up, not something that's trending up. And it's been breakout since it's been a breakout since about 350 to 380, that 30-cent range broke. It then had a second break at 480. It then had a 550 break. All of those have been fantastic. And now NEO once again with a 620 break head towards 650 here, and we're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, we're taking advantage also right now of Hertz. I told you we got long at 501, and we did, and now it's at 511. So there you go. Look, we switch up our style. We can both trade any style, same as Brendan here. So I go into scalp mode. I see that $5, and now we take a biggest position probably on Hertz all day, and now we're long at 501 up to 514. So we hit the hallelujah, and we also hit the air horn because here we go. Hertz, I mean, how much clearer could that trade have been? I gave it to you. We talked about it live right here on the show. So cash in that Hertz, man. Make that money back on this trade. So nice little look here for Hertz. We take, like I said, our biggest position, long at 501. Cash some out, 12s, 13s, 10s, whatever. Nice little trade here on Hertz. Really happy we took this and really happy we showed that to you live on tradertv.live.
And just got some more out at 644, so 20 cents on NEO. Look, it just continues to run here, guys. If you're enjoying these ones, Eric, shout out to you. I know you were all over this one. A couple of you guys in the chat were, so apologies if I don't give you the shout out. I know lots of people had that break at 620. 650 next level to the upside. I'm going to hang on to maybe 10% of the position just to see how far it can go on a 650 break. It is lunchtime. Sometimes you get that slow grind to the upside, but you don't want to throw away your profits when you have it. Very, very clean structured break, and there was so much liquidity there. It was obvious there was going to be a move, and it never even retraced, guys. But it is that time. We've been pitching it all morning long. Let's get to Brendan for our guest of the day.
Hey guys, yeah, welcome. So happy to have Mark Seelenfrund joining us today from Seattle Mobile. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the products that they offer. They deal in communications, two-way communications with delivery vehicles, also in the first responders, in ambulances, fire trucks, things like that. Out with some breaking news, in fact, today that we're going to bring to you live on the show. Let's bring on Mark and have a little discussion about Seattle Mobile. So happy to have you on the show, Mark. It's an exciting day for you. Listed here in Toronto, I should mention as well, SIM on the Venture Exchange. Great to have you on the show. Maybe we should start with this news that came out this morning.
First of all, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. We announced today that we did close to $700,000 in a single order for ambulances, and for us, that's a meaningful order. It's from a customer that already was buying from us last year. So this is a recurring order, and we expect to have a lot more of those going forward.
Yeah, let's jump into a little bit about these products now. Obviously, in the communications side of things, when it comes to both delivery vehicles and, as you said, for ambulances and the emergency vehicles as well. So tell us a little bit about the technology and how it was developed.
So we are the only company in the world that has an IoT product for commercial vehicles. Commercial vehicles can be buses, trucks, ambulances, first responder vehicles. There are over 20 million commercial vehicles of that type just in North America, giving us about a $20 billion market potential. And as I said, we're the only company that's doing anything like that. So think about a Polycom device that you have in almost any conference room anywhere in the world. That device is dedicated specifically for conference rooms, and there is no other there is no conference room that doesn't have that type of a device. They use that because you have very good sound quality, you have very good speaker quality, which you won't get from just taking out your iPhone and trying to make a conference call in a conference room. We've developed a similar device for commercial vehicles. We're the only company that has anything like this right now. And as I said, it's a very large scale market. We're also approved in Canada with Bell and with Rogers. So we're selling both with Bell and with Rogers. In the United States, we're selling both with AT&T, Verizon, and with a first responder network called FirstNet. So in that sense, we're working with leading carriers in North America. And we think that through those partnerships, we'll be able to really knock it out of the park and sell very large quantities of this product from this quarter going forward.
Yeah, preferred partner with AT&T and Verizon in the U.S., which is huge, obviously, for you guys over at Sieta Mobile. Tell us a little bit about how that partnership works. What are the actual devices that are being used in this partnership, or is it more on the broadband or wireless technology side?
So what's interesting about our product, we are a replacement for two-way radio systems. Two-way radio systems have been around for 50 years. It's basically a land mobile radio by companies like Motorola, MSI, which is a $20 billion US traded company, companies like Kenwood, companies like Harris, all very large scale companies. They make two-way radio systems and been doing this for many, many years. Those are all run on dedicated radio networks. So they're smaller networks. They're not like cellular networks. The cellular carriers have now decided that they want to get into this business and take it away from those two-way radio networks and be able to offer something called push-to-talk over cellular, which is the next generation of two-way radio systems. And we've aligned ourselves with all of these, cellular carriers, which will allow us to grow our sales together with these cellular carriers. So by aligning ourselves with AT&T and Verizon and FirstNet and Bell and Rogers, that's what's going to allow us to get in front of the customers, go after their customer base to take out those two-way radio systems and put in our device. Really, at the end of the day, we're just an excuse for the cellular carriers to get a SIM card into a commercial vehicle. So think about right now in a construction company, you could have 1,000 people at the construction company walking around with AT&T Samsung devices, but the truck drivers of the 100 or 200 devices in that construction company are using two-way radio systems, and AT&T is not getting any of that revenue. So really what we're doing is we're allowing now the cellular carriers to get into these 20 million commercial vehicles with our device. We're just an excuse for them to get a SIM card into the commercial vehicle. So it's a win-win situation both for us and for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's an ever-expanding marketplace as well. If you even think about, you mentioned construction sites there, hundreds of people working in a building construction site, on multiple different floors. Obviously, lots of application for a product like this. Who's going to be your major competitor in a space like this?
So as I said, right now, we don't have any major competitors. We're the only company that's listed on all the websites of these leading carriers. You could theoretically take a handheld device and try to use it in your commercial vehicle. Like I said in the boardroom, that is not the ideal situation. There's a lot of background noise. We connect to the truck battery, so it's always powered. We connect to an external antenna and an external amplifier, so you'll have much better cellular quality. So again, this is an IoT device that's made specifically for commercial vehicles. There is nobody else that's doing anything like this. And we have just the trials that we're doing in the United States and Canada would add up to about $20 million in sales just from the current trials that we're doing. And we think that we're going to start, same as we got today, our, that big order. We think that we're going to continue getting bigger and bigger orders in the months to come. And that's really what's going to drive the stock and drive our sales. Because
it's obviously so topical, this outbreak, the virus outbreak has been obviously affecting multiple different, stages of industry and different types of businesses, and obviously making, emergency response and first responders very busy. Talk a little bit about the effect, I guess, from COVID-19 on demand for a product like this.
So COVID-19 has actually been good for us. It's bad for the world, but it's been good for our business, just in the sense that, first responders need these types of devices. They have to have better communication. And one of the unique features of push-to-talk over cellular is that because you're doing it over a cellular network, you can actually have police, fire, ambulance, and first responders all on one network. This network was actually they decided to build this network for first responders specifically because in 9/11, there were various networks and the first responders couldn't speak to each other. So the cellular carriers, when you're on an AT&T network or a Verizon network, now all of the first responders can be speaking to each other. So even a yellow school bus with kids on it can be speaking to a police car. So in that sense, it plays in very well because right now, first responders are understanding they have to have better communication than what they've been using until now, which is two-way radio systems. And again, we're the only ones that are offering this, and we think that that's only going to help our business going forward.
You mentioned a little bit of news, obviously, today. Coming up, next 6 to kind of 12-month period of time. What's going to be the main influencer as far as investors are concerned for the stock?
So we think we're just going to see sales growing. Our goal is to be profitable in the second half of this year, and we think that it's very achievable. We're going after a much, much larger market than what we've been doing until now. We only got certification in the second half of last year at these large carriers. So we think that this is going to be the first full year that we're selling into the carriers. And we think that, driving sales, getting to profitability, we're in discussions with a lot of U.S. investors now because this has become a great story for U.S. investors. So we're a Canadian company. We're traded on the OTC, but until now we've had a very low profile in the United States, and we're trying to pick up our profile because we believe that it's a great story. There is no company with a $15 million Canadian market cap, that's selling to AT&T and Verizon and First, and it just doesn't exist. So for them, the stock is cheap, and we think that it's going to be very exciting for U.S. investors to get involved in the stock going forward.
On an investor, a larger scale investor type of terms, obviously the excitement of merger and acquisitions is always something that we like to talk about on the show. Is that something that the company would explore down the road maybe, or has explored in the past at all on the M&A front?
So, we think that we're very undervalued at this point, and, we want to show our growth. We think that the stock is going to be in a very different place in 6 months and a year from now. And therefore, we're not looking, to do any kind of an M&A that anybody would take us over. We could be a candidate for multiple very large scale companies, but that's not really on the table right now for us. But going forward, we'll see. I want to build a large scale profitable company that's doing, north of $100 million with over 25% EBITDA. And we know exactly the steps that we have to take to be able to get there. And we think that it's very achievable.
It's a great product and a great idea, obviously. Mark Seelenfriend from Seattle Mobile joining us. If you want to check out the stock, guys, SIM here in Toronto on the Venture Exchange, also listed down on the OTCs. We'll throw up the tickers. There we go, at the bottom of the screen. Absolute pleasure, Mark. Great information, very interesting topic, obviously. Come back and see us again. Give us an update maybe in a few months from now.
Thank you very much for having me, and follow the stock.
Yeah, we will. Absolutely. There you go, guys. Mark Seelenfriend from Seattle Mobile joining us today, talking a little bit about, thumbs up, big time thumbs up on that interview there from Mark. Interesting topic. Lots of applications, obviously, for a technology like that in today's day and age. Let's go back over to the guys.
There it is. Yeah, great name there. Stock right now expecting to go a little bit higher. What was it? SIM.
SIM on the venture.
Yeah, VN. So it's on. It's only 13 cents now, but like he mentioned, there are big deals happening. Let's see if we can't get this stock. I mean, it has nothing to do with us. He's talking about a long-term investment here. Not really moving around too much for day trading purposes, but hey, guys, you heard the business pitch there. Go do your own research, and I think you will. Hopefully be happy with some of the returns there. And that's what we're doing on the show, bringing you CEOs, guests, everything we can today as well. Red, White, and Bloom, RWB, another name coming through today at 1 o'clock on our Live to Real Market Wisdom page. Just to give you a shout out here, JP Morgan does break down through 110. We did take some out at 92 there. So that's a 28-cent winner. We're waiting for more now. We'll see if these futures can't come. I called futures 3,200. We stopped at 3,201. So right now that was that push down. So we're happy to take some trades off there. JP Morgan, once again, just another successful stock. We're waiting for Hertz to break lower. All right, some questions about me asking me, am I out? Yeah, I'm out. So we got out there. Basically, it just wasn't going as much as we thought. So we're out of now Hertz. Everything off that 5 long. Let's see.
John, we got only a couple of minutes here, but I want to get one thing out of the way. We keep doing these guest traders of the day, and I know we're going to have some guests throughout the week, but I want to give a shout out to Ocean here. Thank you for the coffee there on the super chat. But here's what I'm going to do here. I hate to put you on the spot. We've been asking for some female traders to come on for that guest spot. If you'd love to do that, send us an email. We'll have a quick chat with you and bring you on here. It's a fun segment. We're going to be getting back to those. But we need to kick it over to Brendan because, as we said, we're going to be doing our live premiere of our News Halt video just after 12 o'clock when we end here. So let's kick it to Brendan. I think we have a few earnings. I know Sean will like a couple of them.
Yeah, a couple minutes to go here, guys. Premiere coming up 12:01. Everybody, again, going to jump over to our Market Wisdom page and watch the live premiere of our News Halt video. Very, very interesting topic. A few today, in fact, as far as News Halt. So we'll touch on that. Let's have a look at what is coming up after market today and before the open tomorrow as far as earnings reports are concerned, guys. A few interesting ones up there for sure.
Oh, I didn't even look. Yeah, Chewy. Yeah, probably because I own Chewy. I'm a buyer of that down at 25. It's now at 50. We'll wait to see that one. Guess maybe. I don't. I know Greg always likes to trade GameStop.
He's all over GameStop. I think AMC is going to be worth a look. I think some states are talking about already getting back into theaters opening up, and there's some big premieres that are coming out. So that's going to be a big story there for an AMC. We'll definitely be watching those. And like you said, guess. Anything in that space has been sort of volatile here. But we just have about a minute to go. And I know there's a couple of things we have to get to here. Do not forget, we are jumping over to our Market Wisdom page. Valeria will have the link for our News Halt video coming in live premiere. We'll be there to chat with you guys alongside the entire crew. I'm sort of already cracking up here because I keep saying we were making up these days. I'm convinced of this one. So let's go to Valeria.
Hey Neil and hey guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Guys, jump into our next premiere educational video on news halts. You will be able to ask us questions and watch the video with us together. All of us will be there to help you. And guys, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel and join us every morning live. And yes, Neil, so you probably will like this day. Today is the National Donald Duck Day.
Like maybe if it's the animation of Donald Duck being created, I don't know. I guess that would make a little bit of sense. But classic character, I'll give you that. I just can't believe it's a national day, believe it or not. I don't know. Take it away, somebody.
There's 365 of those days, and that's just one of them right there. So Donald Duck, yeah, big time character, Donald Duck. Okay, here we go. 490 here on Hertz. This has been a fun one to trade today. I've given up, given back some money here on that name. We're going to go short again if this continues to break, but it needs to be a little bit lower to confirm some of these breaks. So we'll wait on Hertz. But yeah, it's been a great day. We are getting, there we go. Now we're into Hertz right now, short 490. So let's see if that one can go back to the downside here. Hopefully we can cash in. If it breaks 485, we'll see. But yeah, Neil, wrap this sucker up because we have soon coming up our premiere, and I'm going to get out of some Hertz. Big time win right now. Let's go.
Yeah, before we get to that, just watch out. Big buyer at American Airlines at 18. I'm taking some off in front of it, but we'll still be in the chat. So when we go to our premiere video, which is going to be in just a couple of minutes, you will see Brendan, Sean, Valeria, and I all on the chat. We can answer your questions live. So for the entire team here running down that line, Valeria doing a fantastic job on Donald Duck Day. And matching me a little bit here as we're doing the white stripe shirt, well, white and blue striped shirts. Sean over there in the corner doing a job over there, but I haven't seen the fruit salad being eaten very much. It's a little bit, but not maybe halfway full, halfway.
Yeah, we chilled out at about 11 o'clock when we were crushing it, and so now we'll wait. But right now we are short Hertz. Let's see how that happens. Premiere time, guys.
And Brendan Wickens, our good friend over at the desk, with lots of names today, a lot of high flyers, a lot of halts.
1 minute, guys, 1 minute.
With 1 minute to go, though. 1 minute to go until we have that video coming through. I am Neil Roberts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live, and we'll see you live tomorrow. But jump into this premiere News Halts.